we go. Oh wait. Okay, yeah, there we go.
Bing bong.
So, last time in Untilted, the gang made their way out of the Forest of the Mist. On their way out, they came across a patch of strange flowers that emanated a golden light. After a brief investigation, the party took some with them. They identified these to be sunbeam lilies. I don't remember if you guys identified their purpose. Do you guys remember if you
Yes.
identified their purpose?
Yes, they were used for potion making.
Okay, well, I just needed yes. They're a powerful potion ingredient. Very potent, very rare, very valuable.
Yep.
You then moved further inland, towards the road, on your way towards Tessie's public house. However, during one of your night watches, you heard a noise coming from the road, and discovered a lone wagon with a broken axle on the road. Upon further investigation, you found a man fixing his wagon, and a woman chained in the back of his wagon. This was later revealed to be his wife, who had been inflicted with vampirism, and was keeping her restrained in an attempt to get her to Turndower, where he thinks he'll be able to get help. You agreed to help this man, and are now bringing him with you for the time being. You then arrived at Tessie's public house, where you met up with Anatoly. Had some shenanigans there, and went into some fun magic rooms. Cam blew up a new invention for Piston.
I did what?
Yeah, you're working on your little project, and
It exploded?
It exploded for now, but that was progress. The sound of progress.
Okay.
The prototype is complete, although it's a little unstable at the moment.
Gotcha.
And so we join you now, on the next morning, in Tessie's public house. What would you all like to do?
Well,
Am I waking up on a book?
You are, yes.
Nice. What's the name of this book? What's the word say on this book?
The books themselves contain basically gibberish. There's no
Lorem Ipsum?
defined... What's that?
Is it Lorem Ipsum?
Yeah. It's... Yeah, there's no, like, defined names or anything. It's very just ethereal.
Oh, I'm just gonna get up
So
and
Spring
go out.
seems satisfied, though.
Yeah, I'll leave him
Sleeping
to
like
it.
a little kitten. Alright, you make your way out and downstairs.
Was
You see down in the circular chamber at the bottom floor, there are a few guests sitting around. In the far corner, you see Anatoly eating his breakfast, preparing for today's travel.
I'll just join with Anatoly and wait for the others then.
Alright.
Piston enters the facility. From the
As
front
you
door.
enter, the
They're
hearth-
aware I'm here, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Like this establishment? Okay.
The hearth in the center begins to raise up and a fire blazes forth, out of which steps Tessie. Oh, welcome! Sort of a bit groggy, gives a stretch. lumbers over to Piston. Well, aren't you a big fella? What can I do for you?
I point to Tanju.
Oh, right, you're just meeting your folks. But I'll
I
leave you to
nod. I leave and go to Tanju.
him.
I sit down.
Chairs are a bit small, but you make do.
Oh,
Like to imagine when he sits down, he looks like Waluigi in a go kart where his legs are like super bent up and
Yeah.
like kind of like really.
like
he
the
looks
arms
like
of
he
the
is too
chair.
big for yeah.
The arms of the chair sort of like bend to the side as it creaks. The legs sort of begin to buckle a little bit on the chair.
I just sit there.
oh, good morning. Are you, I don't know, are you carrying cargo?
I nod no.
Oh, I see.
Point back behind me, outside the door.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Was everything good in the night? Any issues? I don't know.
I nod no. Well, wait, God, was there? I don't know. Did the vampire man escape?
you look to see a few scorch marks on Piston's left arm, but
Yeah.
it's been mostly cleaned up.
Huh.
I kind of do, you know that gesture where you do that hand thing where you're like waving it back and forth? I kind of like,
Like so.
yeah, it's all right. Yeah, it's like it's so.
Yeah, I've had
You
nights
also
like
see
that.
a strange like tank-like object on Piston's left upper arm.
A tank-like object.
Yeah, with
Like
several
like
Kind
a-
of
tubes.
like
Oh, I see.
like a propane canister.
Yeah,
Oh,
like propane and propane accessories.
I guess I'll point at it and say, "Has this always been here? What is this?"
No,
Sorry,
Huh.
Poppy, was it on your left arm or your right arm? I don't remember if you specified.
it was on my left arm because that is the shield arm.
Yeah, okay. That's what I thought.
I nod no. It was not always there.
Oh, that must have been Sam's doing.
Yes.
Huh, I wonder what it does. Or what it's for.
He says nothing because that wasn't a yes or no question.
Yeah, I was just kind of thinking out loud.
He shrugs.
It stares
Yeah.
blankly into your soul.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like kind of sit at the table and I don't know, just kind of like be lost in thoughts.
You seem a bit distant. You alright there?
Oh, you know, just weird things have been happening, especially with this freaking public house. Has some strange rooms to sleep in, that's for sure.
Totally does not question the existence of giant robot man that's just materialized.
I met him yesterday.
Yeah,
Did you?
met
Yeah.
a pigeon. And darn pigeons.
They met yesterday.
Well, for me, the player, looking around, what does this place look like? Because I was not here to hear what it looked like.
So it's a very ornate and ornamental circular chamber. In the center stands a large stone hearth that itself will open and close, as it appears to also be the way you access the kitchen or back rooms.
Ooh.
There is a circular bar in the center of the chamber as well. Along the outside, there's a spiral staircase that leads to the upper floors, where you have a series of these magical rooms that lead into the core of the building. Magical rooms, which of course rearrange themselves to suit the needs of the key holder.
Yes, yes. So this is Is this a wizard tower?
It is akin to a wizard tower, yes.
All right.
And Tessie has displayed aptitude with magic. So it could be assumed that Tessie is a wizard.
Say, Anatoly, what do you think would happen if a metal man went into one of these rooms?
I couldn't say. I mean, presumably the same thing that happened to all of us. No. I'm not much of a wizard, so I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, if only we knew a wizard.
Piston shrugs.
I mean, I suppose we could give it a try.
I still have my key, or I guess I gotta get another one from Tessie, huh?
Spring. No, you gave the key to Spring. That's why you were in the library.
Yeah.
So Spring still has it.
True.
You could also go take it from the keg. I don't think he's gonna be using it.
Just wake
Well,
the
no,
keg
that's
up.
the key that Spring has.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh, well,
Because Keg got his dungeon, and then Tanju did it, and Tanju got the farmhouse.
but the keg then got an extra room for himself.
Oh right, the Keg got his own, right? Because he wanted to be in the dungeon. What a
Yep.
what a weird.
What a fucking freak!
Hey, Piston, do you know what exists within your subconscious as your burning desire?
No.
You want to find out?
Fuck yeah.
I don't. Struck.
All right, come on, let's go find the cat boy.
I'll follow Tanju and Anatoly.
All right. As you go up the stairs, they sort of like creak and sag under your weight.
I'm gonna break this place.
And you're just like just slightly too wide for this staircase as you make your way up it. But eventually, when you make it to the second floor,
creeping across the walls, just like, yep.
You're almost like walking sideways.
I am walking sideways. I get up there, and the door's on the other side that I'm facing, so I have to go back down, turn around, and go back up again.
The hallway's a little bit wider. You have a little more leeway.
I go back to the Spring's room, and then I viciously wake him awake if he's not up.
Oh, okay.
If he's not
I
awake.
was gonna say he's just getting up, but you grab him by the shoulders and you shake him. Yes.
Wake up! They hit the panic!
Get the panic.
Alright, Spring, you gotta say goodbye to your library.
I'm awake. What? Oh, we're leaving so soon? But it's so quaint here.
And you can go get breakfast or something. We're just gonna do an experiment.
Oh, sure.
With Piston in the room here.
Yes, I could use a good cup of tea. Oh, did you want the key then?
Yes, if you don't mind.
Well, here you go, my boy.
Thank you much.
Oh, excuse me, Piston. I just gotta squeeze by you here.
I raised
you know what?
up.
I'll go under you. I'll just go under.
Yeah.
Give it a crawl. Okay. Good luck. And he goes down the stairs.
I wave.
All right, here you go, Piston, and I hand him the key and I say, I guess we'll shut the door and then lock it and then unlock it, and maybe the room will change around to like some cool workshop or something for you. Better than the one that we have. Who knows?
I'll close the door as instructed. And then I lock it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I pull the key out. And I look at Tanju.
Right now, I don't know. I mean, Tessie kind of gave it a little shake before she put it in, but who knows? Maybe you can just put it in, unlock it, and then Open the door.
I take my wrist and I have it like do what is it? Like my wrist can spin on a joint, so
Yeah.
it's so it can go. So I do that and spin the
Yeah, like
key
a
around a couple
fan.
times. Yeah. And then I put it in and I unlock it. And
So
then I
as
just
you twist the key, it's hard to twist, and you can hear creaking and reassembling, and as you turn it slowly, you can hear the room itself shaking and rearranging. Once you finish turning the key, the room falls silent and the door unlocks.
I look at Tanju.
I just shrug. Open the door, I guess.
Yeah, I tap it open.
All right.
As I start freshening up after waking up, I open my door and leave Celedia to rest. I turn to Sylvia to see what she's up to before I leave to head downstairs.
I just walk up to
What the
Kana.
Sylvie doing?
I walk up to Kana, grab her by the wrist, and I walk out with her.
Is that as the door swings open before you, you see a modest homestead. Very dwarven architecture. It's not familiar, but it is. It's like the construction of it is familiar, but the layout is not. A small table sits in the middle. 3 chairs. One of them smaller and higher up, fit for a child. In the far corner is a small workbench. Dwarven tools line across it. In the windowsill is a bushel of blue flowers. You look outside and it's blurriness. Just an illusion.
Fiston will walk in. Is everything here real? Like if I touch something, or does my hand just go through it?
No, yeah. Everything in the room is real. Ish. It's corporeal. You can touch it. Anything outside the windows, though, is an illusion.
Fiston is compelled to go sit down at the table.
You sit across from the smaller chair. That would house a child. You look, strewn across the floor are toys and other little knickknacks and doodads. Again, it's familiar, but nothing specific is jogging a memory. Well, whether or not it jogs a memory is actually up to you, Poppy.
I guess, is there anything in any of the chairs? Anything already pre-sitting in a chair besides me now?
No, there's no creatures.
I meant like an object.
Oh. The room doesn't generate specifics.
Gotcha.
It works off of emotion, not specific memories, if that makes sense.
Mm. I don't. Maybe roll. Maybe a roll to see.
Yeah, go for it. Roll history.
Yeah. What is this place here? Man, Cam's a lot better at history than I am. But it's not too bad. 13 plus 1, so 14. No, nothing great.
You do get a vague memory. An urge to protect. Your eyes fixated on the chair across from you. But it's fuzzy. Kana, you and Sylvia are now exiting your room out into the hallway. You see Tanju and Anatoly standing outside of a room, looking inward.
What's going on?
I will approach them, and see through the door.
I approach as well.
Is this Piston's room?
Not sure. I mean, it's his room for now, but I don't really know what's going on. I'm just kind of observing.
Wait, did the rooms change depending on who opens them?
Yep.
Yeah.
But I don't know who's asking
Like
that.
that was Sylvia
Okay.
asking.
Oh,
Yeah, they have some kind of weird. I'm not sure what. I mean, they change depending on who opens it, but I'm not sure. Like what the. Like what makes it go into or what makes it take the form it takes. I don't know. Maybe it's some.
When
Sorry.
no, don't worry about it. Continue.
I was gonna say maybe
I
it's
mean,
some.
once we're packed up, I can give you the key if you'd like, and I give it to her from my pocket.
I take it and I look at Kena Stariat. Thank you.
Yeah, it's just a neat little. I don't know. Magic trick.
Piston will get up and he will exit the room. Squeeze by people.
All right, let him squeeze by.
all right. Do you close the door?
No. He's just looking into the room. He's not really doing anything else.
So
Are you alright, Piston?
I shrug.
So he really did have a life before this. Interesting.
do you know
I
this
think
place?
to myself.
I look at Tanju and I shrug.
Yeah, I know how that is. How that is. Well, I guess if Sylvia, you wanna give her a whirl with the other room.
He
Who
nods
else?
enthusiastically. Miss Elite is still sleeping. I don't want to wake her up for this.
Wow, I wonder if Celedia did it. What would happen? Would it be?
So, think you can try and identify how it all works, Sylvie?
Well, I would need to try and give it a try myself, but I could probably figure something out.
You think if Celedia did it, there would be treasure in the room? I wonder what would happen if you take an
I
object
hope
outside
so.
of the room. No any questions?
I guess I'll look at Piston. Do you mind if I try it with Your room?
I nod no.
Are you using the key that Kana gave you?
I mean, Solida's still inside, so I'd rather use the one for their room.
Right. Okay.
I'll hand her back. I'll hand her the key.
Okay. I look back at them. So how does this work?
I think you just close the door and then lock it and then unlock it to reset the room. I think.
Okay, I do just that.
All right. As you turn the key, you hear the rearranging of the room yet again. As you open it up, you see a well-made noble's bedroom. Again, evocative of your childhood home, Sylvia, but it's not that. It's just evocative of it. The architecture is similar. The carpet is a similar color, but a little bit off. The bed, although of similar status and workmanship, is not the same as the one you had growing up.
I go in.
It's comfy. It reminds you of a better time. You know, before your family was trying to kill you.
Yeah. Oh, I was worried you were going to say it reminds me of home.
Well, it does, but a home you would rather remember rather than the reality.
Well, it's hard to say how all of this work, but it doesn't seem too different from the tower. I guess it just has some sort of mind reading enchantment added on top of it. Can I roll Arcana, Hemsley, to see if I can figure something out?
Sure. Roll Arcana.
That's 17.
You look around the room and look for any indication of what could be causing this enchantment. But you then look to the key. And you see where your thumb holds onto the key. There is an etching onto it.
I look at the etching.
I was gonna say the enchantment itself is a combination of illusionary magic and transmutation magic.
And I try to figure out how the arrays or whatnot.
Pardon? Can you say that again? You cut out.
Oh, can I try and figure out the arrays or whatnot?
Yeah, sure. Are you identifying or are you
I mean, I'll try to do it by eye first because identify takes time.
Alright, then just roll Arcana.
21.
Alright. You get a pretty good understanding of how this key communicates with the person who's holding it. But something seems off. The spell on this key seems incomplete, as it's almost as if it's only half of a spell.
I look at the keyhole in the door.
keyhole doesn't seem to present any magical properties that aren't already embedded on the key.
Hmm. Well, it seems like the magic comes from the key, but there is another part of the magic that seems to come from elsewhere.
At that moment, that coming up the stairs, you see the rather rotund woman, absolute unit of a woman, Tessie. Well, you folks enjoy your stay? Who am I kidding? I know you did.
A little too much, in fact.
Yeah, we're kind of just fascinated by how the magic here works, and these keys and the rooms.
How do you
Great
do it?
secret, darling. You see, slung over her shoulder is a giant rack of lamb.
Yummy.
Now, I'm gonna need to ask for your keys back.
No, I give her the keys.
Thanks, honey.
Excuse me, miss?
What can I do for you, darling?
I couldn't help but notice the arcane magic in the keys, but it looks incomplete. What is the complementing part of it?
She grabs the door handle and she closes the door real quick before opening it back up, throwing in the rack of lamb, and then closing the door. She then pats the door. It's a trade secret, darling.
Miss Gaynor, I don't think I want to stay here any longer.
Sure thing. We'll pack up for the day and head down. Let's wake up Celedia.
We wake up so late.
And so you do. That was the most wonderful sleep. I must say, I am so very full of energy. It's rejuvenating, revigorating.
You sure looked like Sleeping Beauty for the first time in a while. Glad to see you up and at 'em.
You flatter me. But I suppose our time is up. We should head out. Yes?
We shall.
Alright.
And we pack up.
You guys make your way downstairs. And you see Tessie going up with another large slab of meat towards your room.
I give her a polite smile and a bow. Let's leave, please.
Jesus, is it a mimic?
It's a lie.
It's a...
And it's written in my notes. Sylvia's afraid of mimics.
Alright, maybe we should check on what was his name again?
We should bring Anatoly to the tower and talk with Mr. Whitedown.
Or who? Oh, Whitedown, yeah, there we go. Ensign Whitedown. Of course. How could I forget his name?
Who could remember?
Who could forget?
You good, Anatoly?
Yep. I'm just about packed up. I can leave whenever you guys are ready.
I think we should probably head that way then. We still have, I don't know, 5 or 6 days of travel probably. Or 4. Something like that.
Well, that depends on the route we take. It'll be a little faster if we go by road. But sounds like you folks don't want to take the main roads. So it's up to you.
I don't know what kind of detours you know, but I think we want to avoid Yandel specifically.
Well, if we're transporting a cart, we may have a little trouble going off the road. But we could hang around the Wispy Thicket. I'd rather avoid the Hool Marshes, so...
That could work.
Then let's head towards the others. And plan out our route. I think we should ask Whitedown for his thoughts.
Alright. I think he already said he wants to just take the direct path. But we'll see what he says. Let's go.
Alright, and you meet up with...
The door to the inn swings open.
Oh.
And there is Cam holding this strange piece of metal. And she's like, guys, holy fuck, I did it!
I look around. Is anyone paying attention to this?
Well, as the doors slam open, you see a few people get startled. As they just abruptly... you see a few people uneasy, but ultimately just keeping to themselves.
As we walk out,
Yeah, the minute
I pick
Cam,
her up
like,
and walk
opens
out
the
with
door,
her.
Piston just gets up and like kind of just has his hand on his hammer. Doesn't pull it, but
As we walk out, I pick her up and walk out with her.
wait,
What did you do?
Why you take me away?
I don't know. We gotta go. But what is it you did?
Alright, this shit is gonna be so cool. Piston, get over here, drop your arm. And Piston's gonna go over there, and she will take the leather straps that are on the bottom of this contraption and wrap them around his forearm, and take a tube, kind of like a hose, and attach it to the back and up and connect it to the tank that is now strapped to his upper forearm, or upper bicep, I should say. Alright, watch it. Fuck my brain. Sorry, I'm like going a mile a minute right now. Sylvia, can you make that shadow thing you do spawn real quick?
Sure. I guess I summoned my shadow spawn.
Awesome, this is great. Alright, everyone stand back, because I don't actually know what's about to happen. But it's gonna be really cool no matter what happens, alright? She sort of clasps her hands together and starts rubbing them and puts her goggle down. She fucking brings her goggles down, and she's just like, alright, Piston, do the thing. Do the thing that we did last night.
I cast Mage Armor.
Cast Mage Armor. Piston
I
will...
cast Spare the Dying.
Piston will look at the thing, look at everyone else, like, kind of nervously, but extend his arm forward.
So go ahead and roll
I give him a thumbs up and I hide behind Kana.
Go ahead and roll percentiles for me.
Okay. Cam just like squats with her hands up against her face so excitedly. That is going to be how do you read this again? It's the double is...
You roll like a 10
Yeah,
and a double.
I rolled a 70 and a 7, so would that be 77?
That is correct.
Okay. Sorry, I never fucking rolled these dice,
Yeah.
ever.
No one does.
Clerics do at level 10.
True.
And
All
how
right.
often have we used that?
I mean, no one's level 10 yet.
True.
So you guys hear a whistling. as these cylinders collapse inward into the tank. You hear the flowing of a liquid, and then a cone of fire erupts out of Piston's hand.
Oh?
Does it do anything to the shadow spawn?
Right, you're hitting the shadow spawn. Roll
Yeah, he's
5d6.
targeting that thing.
Yeah, roll 5d6 fire damage.
Nice. Alright. That's gonna be 2, 5, 7, another 2, 9, 6, which is 15. You said 5d6?
Yep, 5d6.
15, 6, so 21. Taylor rolled another 6 at the end.
The shadow spawn is still alive. Fuck yeah.
But does it look hurt?
Oh yeah, it's very hurt.
It didn't blow up this time!
A little puff of smoke out the back, and a hinge on the back of the tank falls open.
Alright, still... That is something I can fix with some spit and leather straps, but other than that, it works.
That's pretty cool. Does that look familiar to or similar to the Burning Hands spell?
It does, yes. Artificial, but yes. Mechanically, yes.
I walk to my shadow spawn and I pet it on the head, and then I dispel it.
I just got super inspired by watching like Kana just like shoot fucking fire out of her hands all the time, and I'm just like, what if Piston could do that?
Wow, that's quite some fire you got there. But I gotta say, Fructy's Acetaria sure has a thing for pyromancers.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's not as, it's not magic.
Which makes it more
unfortunately.
surprising that we have never burned down a tavern.
Yet.
Looks at public house. Yet.
All right, well, that's why we sort of moved away, and I didn't make him aim at the tower. It's fine. If it blew up, maybe that would have been another story. But I mean, you guys are rich, right? It wouldn't have. You guys just paid for it.
Maybe. Yeah, that's really cool. I think that'll come in handy. If we ever fight against any trees, I think they don't stand a chance against us.
Well, in my experience, I think more than just trees don't really like getting hit with fire, but that's just me.
Human flesh, I suppose.
I walk up to Piston and I prestidigitation the scorch marks away.
I pat you on the head.
I give him a big smile.
So, Hamsley, how many charges, I guess, is it before it needs to be refilled with fuel?
So you can fire it 3 times, and it costs 5 gold per charge.
Okay, so 15 to make it
15
full.
for a full tank. Gas prices these days.
I did through, and they keep going up.
They keep going up. You know what? Actually, this is going to be something that you learn as we go. So, you are going to have to roll percentiles every time you do it, and the effectiveness will change with the chance of a backfire.
Yes, that's fair. Until I get all... This is why we're testing it. We need to know all the kinks
this is
and
the prototype.
bobbles.
But
Exactly.
it can be also more or less powerful. So what you got there was a 3rd level Burning Hands.
Nice. Yeah, I don't want to know what the failure rate is. I'll learn that on my own. That'd be great if just like the absolute worst was just like the equivalent of a 3rd level self targeted fireball.
We'll find out.
We'll find out. Alrighty.
I walk up to Piston, and rub his back, casting Mending as I compliment him while healing his kinks. Quite the power you got there, bud. Great work.
Thumbs up. And also gonna strap that piece that was hanging off so that it doesn't leak fuel. Oh, that's what I wanted to show you. I've been working on that for a while. Sorry, I've been sort of in my own zone. I get very tunnel visioned when I get an idea because I just want to like get it done. You know what I mean?
Yeah, don't worry about it.
And it didn't blow up. which is great because, last time I made something cool, it exploded and got me kicked out of my home, so didn't want a repeat of that.
No need to apologize. Progress is progress.
I think I would have needed to apologize if it blew up, but I'm glad it didn't, and thank you. I'm hoping maybe with enough testing it just won't anymore, but there's always a chance. It's sort of the thing with when you're not making it out of magic, you know what I mean? There's always a lot of things you gotta really fix about it, because it ain't as fluid and finite as magic is.
As we're near the tower, I look to see how Mr. Whitedown is holding up.
He is packing up. He's like getting his stuff on his carriage and is like ready to leave.
Yeah, he's been in like a rush all morning. Dude's got no chill.
I mean, he just wants his wife, I guess, taken care of as soon as possible.
I mean, I get that, but like, not to be a Debbie Downer, but if the wrong people find out his vampire wife exists, they're probably not going to be too happy.
Yeah, we've already... Yeah, I thought of that. Yeah, I guess we should pack up with him and get on the road.
Oh, sorry, I've been like kind of out of it. He's coming with us?
We have the Anatoly's carriage also, I think, right?
Yes, you do.
So yeah, I guess we could, I don't know, figure this out. Either we could split half and half, or just all ride with Anatoly.
Vampire.
Yeah, I don't know if you want to go in the vampire carriage. But...
I don't want to go in that one.
All right, we'll just have him follow us, or we'll follow him, or something.
And we like, sorry, again, I wasn't really here. We trust him? Like, we're cool with this?
I mean, what's there not to trust? We already beat him in a fight. He can't do anything to us.
I guess
well,
that's
he trusted
true.
us after beating him up.
Yeah. So,
I don't think that's normally how you get people's trust.
I mean, it isn't, but he was... I mean, the Keg and Kana kind of took care of it because he was a bit hostile
I worked
towards
for
us.
me.
Alright. Yeah, I guess if he's not gonna try nothing.
He just is
It
really
seems
wanting...
really jumpy.
I mean, he is. I don't think he'll try anything as long as his wife is, or whatever she is safe.
Alright. And he wants to go to Turndower?
Yeah, so
That's the plan.
Not sure how... I'm not sure if, and once we get to Audax Terra, I don't know if we're wanting to go escort with him, or if it's just going to be, Anatoly and Spring, since Spring is going to Turndower as well.
You want to send... I wouldn't do that.
I mean, he would be fine if Anatoly is with him.
Well, I'm ready to leave whenever y'all are.
Yep. Let's get going, I suppose.
Alrighty. So you all pack up into your little caravan. What is your route?
Question.
What's the question?
Can Piston fit on this cart, or does he have to walk?
If Piston's in the
very
cart,
big.
you probably won't be able to fit everyone else in the cart.
Alright, he'll walk. How fast does the cart go? He goes 40 feet
Yeah,
without running.
Piston's pretty fast.
Oh,
and
he can keep up with the cart?
a cart full of people, yeah. I mean, a horse is going to be pulling them. But
Can he be striding?
He's galloping along with the horse.
heck, Piston could pull the cart.
Yeah.
Might be able to pull it better than a horse.
But yes, I mean, you're not traveling at like an accelerated pace or anything. I mean, you're making good distance. Mr. Whitedown is insistent on that. By the way, his plan is to just take the road. So
I guess we're
if
gonna
you
tell
guys,
him that we'll meet him at Onyx Terra in however long, 5 days or whatever, 4 days, however long it takes. If he wants to wait for us, if not, then we'll catch up somehow.
Oh,
he's
we could
not too keen on
travel
waiting.
I mean, we could travel with him until we get. Wait, why can't we take the road?
I mean, we can take the road up until we get to Jandel, and before
Yeah,
there
why?
we have to. I just don't like that city.
Oh, all right. Well, we can always go around it. I mean, it's open fields, but I mean, it's not impossible.
it might slow us down a bit, but we can try it.
I don't think he'll want to come with us though. If he's trying to take the fastest route, he'll probably get back before us. If that's the case.
Yeah, we'll probably have to try to catch up to him or something. I don't know.
Although I don't know how good of an idea it is to travel through Jandel with the cargo he has.
Yep, he
I
might get
mean,
stuck in
I
Yandel.
do agree. I do agree with that. I mean, I know how. What is it? How do I move this goddamn map on my screen?
Guess I'll tell him that. I'll be like, I don't. Going to Yandel is a big risk, and you might get held up. So it's probably best that you follow us around. It'll take a little longer, but it'll be safer for you and your wife.
Well, my plan was to also check in Yandel. It's possible that there's a holy person there who can help her as well.
If I may, and this is just coming from, an individual who is not liked by many people, as vampires are not. But I know in Leto they have like a checkpoint where they'll check your carriage. I don't know if Yandel has that, but if they find her, I don't think they're gonna let you go to a holy man.
And
running
I'm
out of
willing.
options.
I'm willing
But
to
they,
bet
but
that
I know they
do.
don't have that in Turndower, right?
Well, they didn't.
Well, that's what I mean. So I mean, you can go to Yandel, but if they check your cart,
I'll just warn you, it's more likely than not that they have checkpoints there.
I
They're
have to
looking for
try.
someone.
but at this point, I'm not trying to question you, and it's your wife, it's your decision. But at that point, you're not risking your life; you're risking hers. They're not going to kill you.
I don't know that she'll make it to Turndower. I need to try. I'm sorry. My mind is made up.
I just looked to the rest of the party.
Then the only thing I can say is good luck. But
Yeah,
Trying without any
Jindal,
precautions won't make things easier. We'll do what we can to keep an eye out for you as we head our own way.
we can go up to the city, but eventually we have to split off before actually getting there.
Jindal is a horrible place run by horrible people. Do keep that in mind if it's still the path you wish to take.
I mean, I've been to Yandel before. It really didn't seem that bad.
You haven't seen the side of Jindal
Perhaps
that I have.
we haven't had the same experiences.
All
Even
I'm
still.
saying is be careful.
I will.
Sorry, I don't. Is she already a vampire?
She's very sick. She is turning.
But she hasn't fully then.
Well, I'm not a doctor. I couldn't tell you, but she's been getting visibly worse every day.
Hmm. Yeah, it's your choice. I just,
I just worry that I will not be able to make it to Turandower in time.
I get you. All right. Yeah. Good luck. We'll do what we can, but we can't come with you.
Thank you. You all have already done enough. I cannot ask you to do much more. But I'm afraid I also cannot wait up much longer. If you are not heading out now, then this is where we part ways.
I mean, we're leaving now. It's just we just won't go to the city.
That is fine.
If you cannot make it to Turandower, we'll do what we can at Audax Terra, aka the ruins of Gressel. If you need help, please seek help there.
Well, I will be passing through there, yes. So, assuming that I leave Yandel, I pray that she can be cured there.
I do too. Well, standing around ain't gonna do much, so say we get moving.
And let us depart. Alright. Let's go! Anatoly
Let's go.
whips his horse, and you guys begin heading down the road. Alright, so what is your guys' route?
Well, I guess we take the road until we're closer to Jandel so that we can take the long berth.
I think Anatoly said something about the Wispy Thicket, but I'm not
Okay,
sure.
Well, he said if you really want to avoid Yandel, we can go around the Wispy Thicket
Hmm.
and up past the Drowned Forest. This was the route he proposed.
That puts us really close to a marsh, and I don't know if you know this. Wagons don't do good in swamp environments.
Yeah, maybe we'll just do the.
He did emphasize that he did not want to go through the marshes, but
We like just go to the very edge of this forest like this.
yeah, you could hug
I
it on the other
think-
side. That would bring you closer to Yandel, though.
That's true. I'm sure the closer we get to Yandel, the closer we're gonna get to them having patrols on the road.
Yeah, I think taking the road that Anatoly said it's for the best.
That means we're splitting off from this guy rather quickly.
Yep.
Well, you did just meet this guy.
Yeah, it's fine.
I trust Anatoly.
Yeah, let's just go around the thicket then.
It is ultimately
Alright.
your guys' call. So
Yeah, let's do it.
both ways are viable. Just different dangers. Alright, so I
Well, we can
guess-
stay on the road until we don't need to break off and go off-roading immediately.
Yeah, I think this first day travel will be mostly on road. So, someone give me a perception check with advantage.
As I sit on top of the carriage, and I'd like to do some patrolling.
Alright. That would be Kana then. Oh, god damn it.
Here's our
I
route,
got
boys.
17.
Like a 4-day travel until we get back to the road.
Sorry guys, I need just a second getting a call from my boss.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Google GPS would not be happy with our current route. That's all I'm gonna say. It would be like, this is not the fastest route. This is not the most eco-efficient. What the fuck are you doing? Should we go to Gabo Camp 2 and, like, decommission that? I'd hate to give them a nearby outpost, I'm
That's
gonna be real.
We probably should. Maybe we should go to Gobble Camp 2 and Gobble Camp 1. Actually, they might still be at Gobble Camp 1.
That's sort of like their home base.
I think they moved to the Hog's
That's my
Crest, though.
home. Cam wouldn't go with you.
I think they majority of them moved to the mountain, but who knows?
So if we're splitting off with White down, should we long strider our horse and piston so we can catch up?
I could, but like every hour.
Yeah, but like that's easy mode.
What do you mean?
How many people here know Longstrider?
I don't know, me. I don't know if anyone else does.
Oh, Guava did. He was the other person that would Longstrider shit.
I could learn it. Because you know it, you can teach it to me.
How
I'm pretty sure it's
fast?
gonna take more than 2 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, it takes an hour, so you can cast it, and then while that is being done, I can learn it.
Alright, I'll show you how to do it when I cast it then.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that.
All
Don't worry
good,
about it.
homie. I think I'm gonna cast Longstrider at 2nd level, but I'm gonna take like 10 minutes of my time, extra, or not maybe 10 minutes. I don't know. I'm just gonna tell Sylvia the process of what I'm doing when I do it.
Does Sylvia know Longstrider?
No.
No, but he wants to teach me Longstrider.
Okay. You can copy it out of his spell book.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Just pay the toll, and yeah, you can spend an hour and copy it out of his spellbook.
Oh no, 100 gold pieces.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell her how I'm doing it, and then I'm gonna do Longstrider 2nd level, and then I'm gonna give it to Piston and the horse. And then I'll give her my spell.
Alright. Sorry, I asked for a perception check before I left. What was the result of that?
17.
17? Alright. Cool.
Or actually, I'm gonna wait to do that until we start going off road.
Oh, alright.
Oh, then I can learn it right now.
Yeah, I'll just tell her that's my plan. When we go off road, I'll do Longstrider, and then I'll tell her how I do it.
Yeah, then that gives her ample amount of time to learn it.
It just takes an hour to learn it. I think I
Alright.
need to roll Arcana? Wait, no, I don't think I need...
No, I don't think you have to roll anything. You're just
Yeah,
copying it out of
no.
the spellbook.
I mean, do I only need to roll Arcana for copying scrolls?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, I just learned Longstrider.
Alright, you guys make your way down the road towards Yandel. This road is well maintained. Laid brick spans between Yandel and Garash.
The whole road?
Yep.
Damn.
In fact, throughout the day, several trade caravans pass you by, heading from Yandel downward to Garash. And before you, you even see several trade carts going the opposite direction with you. With your slightly heightened pace, you even pass a few.
Cam will
It's a
put her little...
well-traveled road, and trade is very high between the port town of Garash and Yandel.
Nice.
However, with that is also, this is also a heavily guarded route. Quite frequently, you see Imperial soldiers also making their patrols through this route.
Cam's just gonna pop her hood up when she sees the patrol people.
Old Piston gets a few off looks from the passing guards.
He
But-
looks at them and keeps looking at them while his head rotates backwards and watches them go by.
I pull
But
up
I'll-
Sylvia's hood as they pass by.
Cam looks at Sylvia. Hey, same hat.
Over the course of the day, the weather begins to turn for the worse. Clouds begin to roll over in the sky. And in the distance, you see even darker clouds, pouring rain. About halfway through your day of travel, the rain is upon you. I thought this would be a lot faster.
Piston puts his hand over his head. No rain.
There we go. Fuck sakes. Why that takes so long to load? There you go.
Nice.
Oh wow,
Good
the
old
immersion.
The virgin, and it's raining out where we live right now,
Yeah,
so
it's
this is
snowing
great.
outside.
Visibility starts to become a little bit of an issue as you roll into the evening. The distant lanterns on the carts ahead of you guide your way. A fog begins to roll over the plains.
If we take a rest here, and should I cast the tower at least so that we can rest until the rain passes?
Well, it might be good, but we'll lose out on travel time. I'm no stranger to traveling in rain, so I don't mind, but I guess what do y'all think?
That's fine. We can make it up with Long Strider.
Guess that's true.
Okay, let's find a good place away from the road so that we can rest there.
Shall we
what's
hit
that?
the side of the road, Anatoly?
Yeah, well, this is about where we would want to turn off anyway, so we could start heading inland and maybe perhaps find a good spot to hide just outside the thicket.
What's that guy called? Mr. White what?
Ensign White down.
Henson
down.
White down.
Hanson White down. Well, I guess this is where we're leaving Mr. White down then.
Yep, best of luck to him and Yandel, I suppose.
I appreciate your company thus far. I shall head on. If I do
It's
find a
great.
cure in Yandel, we will visit you in the ruins of Gressel, if that is where you will be.
Hoping.
I bid you all adieu.
Safe travels.
He gives you
Good
away.
luck.
and
Drive
heads
safe
further down
in the rain.
I wished I could have done more for him. If only I knew more.
Vampirism's kinda a strange thing. It's not really like any other sickness.
Alright. So you guys make your way just off of the road. Make a survival check to find a suitable place for the tower. Sylvia.
Okay. I'll do just that. 16 plus 5, 21.
21, alright. As you move further into the field, towards the wispy thicket, you find a nice plot of land covered by a large oak tree. The land here isn't so wet and mushy. It's a little more stable. The roots of the tree help keep it firm. It seems like a good spot.
Okay, everyone take cover for a little bit. I'll get the tower up and ready.
Sounds good.
I prepare the tower.
And so you do.
Second burst him as the first. I tried to make it a little bit greener to blend in.
All right. Roll just a straight intelligence check.
Dirty 20.
All right, with the oaken wood and a green roof, you also have vines hanging down the side of the tower, ivies and other little plants to help sort of blend it in against the backdrop of the wispy thicket.
I like the aesthetic.
Thank you. Anyways,
Well, shall we go in?
yep. I like since when Piston joined us, it's horizontal instead of vertical, and one of them has a big door for him to go in.
A garage door.
Yep.
Piston goes in there and shakes himself off like a dog.
All right, let's do some watches. Actually, I need to
I'll
roll on a table.
watch with Tanji so that we can finish up that spell we've been working on.
Oh, right.
If that's okay by Nate.
Yeah.
So who's going first?
I guess we can go first then.
Yeah.
So both of
I'll
you
rest
roll
now so I can take second and third.
both of you roll Arcana.
18.
Nat 20. Yay. First roll.
All right. Contact me after this session, and we will get this spell made.
Nice.
You guys have met all the requirements. In fact, you kind of overkilled it. Holy shit. Went over by, how much is that? 22.
Do we get something special because of that?
Ah, you get the spell done.
You get to do what you set out to do.
Just extra well.
Alright, both of you give me perception checks.
You get the satisfactory of doing a job
Oh,
well
thank God.
done.
12.
Dirty 20.
So after you guys finish your equations under the cover of the oak tree, you both decide to do a little bit of scouting. With the cover of the rain and darkness, you guys wander around the immediate area. You poke your head into the trees to see if there's any danger coming from within. You come across what looks to have been the remains of an old shed. Broken and rotted. Not even the roof stands. To its side is a well. Do you approach this area? Or do you leave it be?
I want to whisper. What do you make of this? What do you think this is?
Well, it looks like an abandoned place. Someone used to live here. Maybe we should head in a little bit more. Mm, you never know what comes out of wells.
Hmm.
So
I could send Shiro in or something.
very well. I would send in Carrion, but I don't think this rain would be good for his flying.
All right, I go into Shiro mode.
All right, roll investigation for Shiro.
Oh, as Shiro.
Yep, as Shiro. Again, you're simply seeing through his eyes. Shiro is the one investigating.
Oh, that is not good. I don't think. That is not a good modifier there. Investigation would just be intelligence, right? Yep.
Hmm?
Investigation is intelligence, right? Or am I doing perception?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, investigation is intelligence.
Yeah. Give me a good roll. Okay, 18, but it's -4, so 14.
So Shiro pokes his nose around the abandoned building. There seems to be an old bed, now broken in half, covered in mold. There's a dresser that stands mostly smashed, though the bottom drawer is intact. It's crudely made, but Shiro can't seem to get it open. The floorboards creak, despite Shiro being so light. And rubble is littered all around. Shiro sees signs of a fire, long since passed.
All right. Just gonna bring Shiro back then, and then come back to or I guess come out of Shiro mode, and say, there's like a dresser with a drawer. I think could have something in it, but I think the building isn't very structurally sound, so it might be dangerous to walk anything bigger than Shiro to walk inside. But we can try it, or we can leave it alone.
Well, you have that magical hand of yours, right?
That is true.
And I could send in the shadow spawn. It's shadow, literally. It doesn't weigh anything.
I guess we can get closer, and I'll see if I can reach it with my mage hand.
All right.
Okay. We get closer.
I need you to make as you get closer. I need you to make a perception check.
Both
Two of us?
Let's say Tanjiro.
Okay.
Nat 20. All right.
Okay.
I've been
All
rolling
right.
pretty good.
So you approach the dilapidated building, and you pass by the well just outside of it. Something catches your eye. The glint. Something shiny at the bottom.
Of the well?
Yeah.
Something shiny down here.
You think you can reach it with your magic?
I mean, yeah, I guess I can try. I do it. I cast Mage Hand in the well. Try to go get it. I don't know how long this well is. Let me see how far. Will my Mage Hand go? 30 feet or 60 feet? Let me look. Forget.
Do you have like the improved mage hand?
It's 40 feet down, if that's what you're wondering.
What is my Mage Hand length? Spells. Let me go to features because there's a Mage Hand Ledger Main. So it doesn't increase the distance or anything. So the
Nope.
normal mage hand,
That's 30 feet.
30 feet. Oh boy. Okay, I want to get a. Is there any like? Does this well have like one of the things above it, like a wooden thing, like something to tie a rope to?
It looks like it
Belgium?
may have at one point, but it is in its current state. No, there is the sort of rotted wood at the sides of it, but that looks like it may have held something like that, but not anymore.
If Shiro grabs something, is there water in the well?
There is, yes, and the rain is not helping that.
I think I want to
Could you
jump in the well. I want to jump in the well. Get my mage, and when I'm falling, my mage hand's gonna get closer to it and grab it, and then I'm gonna misty step out of the well, back to the ground.
I was going to say, couldn't you like mold the earth, the walls of the well, to make yourself like a steppings or places where you can grab?
Maybe. I guess I could try that. Try to mold earth of the well to make little niches that I can grab on and climb down.
All right. So you
All right.
perform the incantation for the mold earth, and you outstretch your hand, making a pulling motion to create a little ledge for yourself. However, the spell inexplicably fails.
Oh. Maybe the Misty Step idea was a very bad idea. But my mage hand didn't fail though, did it? When I casted it into the well?
It did not. It could move down just fine, yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna take out my rope and just hand it to Sylvia and be like, alright, if something goes wrong, here's a rope. Maybe you can get me out. Well, I'm gonna try to jump in.
Who are way more than.
Just go get help, but here's a rope. I'm gonna try to jump down and grab it and then poof out.
I'll summon the shadow spawn to help me with this rope.
Alright.
But that's just backup. So I wanna try to jump down, and then while I'm falling, I wanna be like focusing on my mage hand to like grab the thing, and then I'm gonna wanna poof back or misty step back up the top.
Alright, make a acrobatics check.
An acrobatics check. I've rolled like 2 nat 20s, so this is probably the perfect moment to roll a nat 1. So let's see. Come on, give me another.
You got plus 9.
Give me 3 nat 20s, baby. The 10. So 19.
Alright. You ready your mage hand and you jump down, flinging the hand forward. It grabs something, and you misty step back up.
I'm gonna bring the mage hand to me with whatever it had. I mean, I don't know how
As you
that
pull
works.
the mage
Like
hand forward,
if it teleports with me, if I'm teleporting a distance away, you know.
doesn't, but you could bring the mage hand back up to a range where you would be able to
Okay, I'll do that.
keep it in range. And as the palm opens up, it is holding
A bottle cap.
13 silver pieces.
13 silver. Yes. Hey, look, we're rich. Those. I think that was worth more effort than, or that was more effort than it was worth. But whatever. I put the 13 silver pieces in my pocket.
I want to Arcana check the well.
Alright. Make an Arcana check.
16.
So as you investigate the well, you sort of approach it and look down to the bottom. You do get a little bit of a sense that there is a magical presence in this well. a being, if you will.
Hey, Tanju?
Hmm?
I think it's better if you throw that silver back down there.
What do you mean?
I think there is something down this well.
You're saying
Or
it wants
more
the
like
money?
someone.
What do you mean?
I'm just saying that. I'm just saying that maybe it will be safer if you just return that money.
Hmm. Sure, I guess.
Roll persuasion.
I guess I just take out the money and just kind of drop it back in. And I want to watch it and see what happens when I drop it in.
Alright, I mean, yeah, it falls into the water at the bottom and slowly sinks.
I want to say hello into the well.
It echoes, but you get no response.
Oh well. Guess we should. I'll take my mage hand now into see if I can reach the dresser from the doorway of the building.
Alright. You give it a yank, and you sort of pull out the handle from the dresser, but you've made a little hole in it now that you've ripped the rotting wood.
Hmm.
And inside you find 4 silver pieces.
Nice.
I'm gonna bring the silver pieces to me, and I'm gonna drop them in the well. And look and
Alright, roll a
watch.
d100 for me.
Wait, really?
Yep.
Oh Jesus.
Oh no!
Listen, he's just trying to get his mileage out of these fucking dice because we never use them ever.
Okay, hold on. So I need my D10. I just had a D10. Where is it? Oh, there.
Man, why couldn't it have been me? I just rolled a 97.
I rolled a 62.
Oh no.
62.
Better than average. Better than the median.
So Tanju, you feel energy well up from the bottom of the well,
Uh-oh.
and it shoots out into a blue mist, which then encircles you.
Uh,
And as it latches to your body, you feel speed. Much speed.
Hmm?
Like 15 feet extra of speed.
oh.
Permanent?
Huh?
You don't know.
Oh. I feel like I can run very fast. I'm just gonna like wave my arms and stuff, like, ooh.
Yeah, you see Tanju like just accelerated. Almost similar to when you like casted haste on him.
Wasn't he already fast enough?
I'm super fast. I think this well has some kind of magical properties if you give it money.
Do you have money on you? I don't have any.
I have gold. I just dropped the silvers that I just got in there.
Well,
I give
part of
her
learning is testing.
I give her a gold piece.
I throw down a gold piece.
Alright. Roll D100.
You're not gonna believe this shit. I rolled 3 zeros.
You rolled 3 zeros?
Yeah, it's 100.
Oh.
And so it is. Ooh. Well, actually, sorry. Technically, that's 10. On this chart, it's 0 to 99, so that's a 10.
Oh, okay. Well,
Sylvia. Out of the well comes a yellow mist.
wait. Then what would it be if I rolled a 10 and a 0?
Yeah, that would be... Wait.
Yeah, because the 100 has a 10 and
Yeah,
then it
because
has
you
a 0.
add... Yeah, so you add the numbers together. You got 0, 0, 0, right?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, so that's 0.
Okay.
Oh, no. Okay, it's a black mist.
And Sylvia's dead.
Sylvia, roll a d4 for me.
3.
3. Sylvia, you feel exceptionally tired. You fall to your knees as you take 3 points of exhaustion.
Oh my god.
Great!
Are you okay? You're like the opposite of me.
No. Can we just head back to the tower, please?
Sure. I try to like scoop her up and walk back to the encampment or the tower.
All right.
Piston
you
is
make-
standing outside.
I want to take note of where the well is,
Okay.
by the way.
Mhm.
Yeah, it looks like she's got really tired.
I'm just
Hold
gonna sleep if you don't mind me.
Can I use bolstering magic on her?
What does that do?
Either for
Spells.
10 minutes, a creature can roll a d3 whenever making an attack or an ability check roll and add it to a d20 roll, or roll a d3 and the creature regains 1 expended spell slot of the level which equals the number rolled or lower, the creature's choice. Once a creature receives its benefit, they can't do it again. I don't know if this will do any effect, but Piston's just trying to help.
You know what? Piston, roll medicine.
Okay. That's a +0, so this is a straight roll. 12. No bonuses.
No bonuses. It's just, I mean, it's medicine. Whatever your medicine is. And if it's +0, then yeah, no bonuses.
+0, yeah. So it's just 12.
Alright, I mean, you can give her one of the normal effects of bolster magic, but it's not going to remove the exhaustion, unfortunately.
He doesn't know that.
He's trying.
He's just trying to help, and he's like, "Oh, she uses magic, so maybe magic will help."
It had a chance
Well-
of helping.
Well, that's a 3, so you can regain a 3rd level spell slot or a 2nd or 1st, your
Oh,
choice.
thank God, I was running out of those.
I'm gonna tell
You
Piston.
said?
I was running out of those.
Well, there you go. You get more magic back.
I'll tell Piston there's a magical well in the woods.
Piston
Except
will
he
not.
says it really fast.
Hey, there's a magical well in the
Oh.
woods.
I kind of like a dog. Like when they hear something they don't understand, they like cock their head. He's just like, "What?"
I don't know. I'll show you about it tomorrow. Let's just go inside. I need to get some sleep. And then I just like
Nod
I'd run like full
slowly.
speed to the tower.
Okay.
I
Piston
would
is out
like
here
to wake
taking
up if
these
it's
quick
about
walks.
time for second watch.
It is about time. Tanju very quickly enters the tower.
Hey, good night. Bye. Just run and go to my bed.
Hello?
Jump in the bed.
You
Did
see
I miss
Sylvia
Arcana?
absolutely pooped, just like face down on her bed.
I go back up to see if that was an intruder or something.
Roll
With
perception.
my sword in hand.
Oh god, I'm gonna get killed by Kana.
Rolls a 1. There's an intruder in Tandra's bed. He's the imposter.
Among Us.
Getting voted off, no.
Oh, I got 13 if you really wanted me to roll.
You don't see anything suspicious. Just Tanju, very quick, like, just breathing really rapidly in his bed.
You okay?
Yep. There's a magic well in the woods. And it gave me super
Huh?
speed. Yeah, we can check it out tomorrow.
I cast Dispel Magic on him.
Oh.
Wait, actually?
Yes.
Alright, Tanju, you lose your buff.
Do I feel like hungover or something now?
No?
Oh, okay.
No, you're good,
Oh.
actually.
Wow.
Can you speak now?
Yeah. There's a magical well like in the woods. I dropped money in it and it made me like, I don't know, I felt like I could do I felt like I could run back to Turndauer if I wanted. We probably could try it again, but I think it's not very nice to
Sylvia was there with you, right?
Yeah.
How about her?
He tried it
She
as well.
didn't seem that speedy.
He was like the opposite of me. He was really slow. Or tired. I guess it's like, right, I don't know. Maybe there could be bad consequences, but you know, we like risking it around here with tarot cards and magical wells. But I can show you. We can all walk over there tomorrow and check it out again before we head out.
Alright then, I'll go check on her. You, catch some breath, I guess.
Yep, I will sleep now.
Alright, second watch. Who's taking it?
Me. I close the door and check on Sylvia.
She's like already passed out. And not like peacefully sleeping passed out. It looks like she's just had a night of drinking and has just collapsed onto the bed.
Just in case, I also use Dispel Magic on her. Once again.
Alright. And similar to Tanju. Sylvia, you feel slightly less tired. Remove those points of exhaustion, as they were magically induced.
Thank God.
You alright?
Huh? I stretch. Yeah, I feel a lot better. I'm still a little bit tired, but nowhere near as close as to I was feeling. Do you mind if I sleep? Do you mind if I sleep here tonight?
I already caught because of Tanju, that speedy boy ain't right. And yeah, go ahead. I'll check up on you later.
That boy ain't
Thank
right.
you.
You're
I
muted.
go to sleep.
I heard you.
That boy ain't right.
Alright, so give me a perception check for your watch there, Kana.
KK.
I also wanted to do watch.
And go ahead and give me a roll as well.
21. I close the door and see if the keg is up.
The keg, are you up?
The keg, are you dead? I
Second.
got a 17 plus 3, so unnatural 20.
Alright, you guys are vigilant as hell. I don't know.
Is the
Okay, so
keg awake? I
alright, he'll
can
watch
take
a third.
what? Okay.
Alright, so he is
With
not.
that, yeah, he is sleeping.
So you guys are very vigilant over the course of your watch. You look out upon the roads, which you are a fair distance away, but the land sort of slopes upward here, so you actually have a pretty good viewpoint of the road below you. Upon it, you see some late night travelers. Though they're very distant, you see the flicker of their lanterns. That being said, the tower is well hidden, and they don't appear to notice you. Other than that, through the darkness and the rain, you don't see much else. And your watch passes without incident. Unless there's something you'd like to do. Unless you'd like to create incident.
Piston's still standing outside, deciphering what Tanju said. He's gonna go look for the well.
Alright. Make a survival check. With advantage, because you know what you're looking for. And Tanju loosely pointed you in the right direction.
Survival? I don't have a plus in that, so 13.
13?
Yes.
Alright. Easy enough. You push your way through the bush, and it's not all that far from where the tower is situated.
Aight, it's just me and Iron Giant over here. I follow him to see where it is.
Oh, you were outside with me? I thought you were in the tower.
No, she came out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do we find?
You do. Easily enough, you find the abandoned homestead, looked to be destroyed long ago in a fire. And a well.
I look down the well.
You see the glint of silver coins.
Can I use magical awareness?
Yeah, absolutely.
My eyes will flicker blue. What do my magic robot eyes see?
You see a small, almost blue flame sitting at the bottom of the well. Within it, you see the face of a man. There appears to be a spirit within this well.
Interesting.
I guess this is the well he's talking about. I suppose this well is magical?
I nod.
I wonder how so.
Man, if only I could talk.
Would you like to try it out?
I nod my head no. and cover the hole with my hand.
I suppose you are right. As curious as I am, it does feel a bit foreboding.
Looking at the destroyed shack next to the well. I nod yes back to that.
I wouldn't want to take any chances. I take the coins and walk back to the tower.
We'll follow.
Sorry, you take the coins out of the well? Or you just take your money and decide not to throw it?
Mine.
Okay.
Is there a piece of wood anywhere?
There are lots.
Are there any...
They're not in
like-
great condition. Make an investigation check.
Investigation. Do I get any bonuses? Because I'm a carpenter. Trying to
Sure.
determine
You would be
piece
able to
of
tell what a good piece of wood looks like. You would know it if you see it.
Okay. Do I get advantage?
Yeah.
Nice. Ooh, that's a... Am I adding anything to this?
Investigation.
Oh, investigation. That is a... Where's my investigation? +1, so 19 +1. Thanks to that advantage.
All right. You sift through the wreckage, and you find a decent bit of wood that has been sheltered from the elements. A lower board beneath the floor. It's in decent condition. Not great. This place is long since abandoned, but decent.
I'll take that and any other decent and or salvageable wood pieces and just cover it up. Just cover the hole up
All right.
with wood. To hopefully deter people from throwing more shit down there. And then I'll walk
As I
over.
walk back to the tower on my own, do I sense anything in the greenery nearby?
Roll perception.
17.
You do see a large creature, rather far away. It doesn't seem particularly interested with you, but it does seem aware of your presence. Through the darkness and the rain, it's difficult to make out, but its form is rather large. About piston size, actually.
Pretty big.
Actually, bigger than piston.
That's pretty big.
It walks on all fours. It appears to be rummaging through some bushes.
I look back, and see if Piston is close by. Hey, I see something nearby. Do you see that as well?
I'll walk back and I'll look out. Do I see it now that she's pointing it out?
You do.
Magical
appears-
awareness.
It does not appear to be a magical creature.
Oh, okay. Can
It
I
appears
see
to just be... Pardon?
Can I see its shape? Like, what is it? Does it look like a natural creature, or does it look
Looks kind of...
geometrical?
Oh, it looks very natural.
Oh, okay.
In fact, roll nature.
Okay. I am decent. 11 plus 1, 12.
Well, it looks vaguely like a bear.
Just a big bear.
Just a big old bear.
Do you think it'll be a threat to us? I ask him.
Look at it. Just see it rummaging.
Yep. It appears to be eating something off of the bushes.
I look at her and I just nod no.
All right, good to know. Less stress for me. Let's head back.
We shall. And
As you
Piston will
begin
sit
moving
in the
onward,
grass.
the creature sort of perks up, noticing your movement and hearing the large metal man and rather noisy armor of Kana.
We just keep walking.
Same.
It won't bother us if we don't bother it.
And with that, your watch comes to an end.
Yes. Piston will remain outside and go into sentry mode.
Third watch. I guess Keg, you're here, so go ahead and give me a roll. And Kana as well.
Piston, while sitting in the grass, is going to lift his arm up and then just lock it in that position to make it so that anyone under his arm won't be getting hit with rain. And then he'll go into sentry mode.
14.
Do you want me to roll for you, Saito?
Yeah, you here, Sada?
Oh, 4. He's got his dice with him.
Of course he does. All right. So Keg, you walk outside, bit groggy, sort of meander over to the oak tree. However, you're a little out of it. Not particularly aware tonight. Yeah, I bet you figure Kana's got this.
What a beautiful oak tree.
Alright, and throughout the early morning, you don't see anything that you hadn't previously seen. You keep a watch out at the woods to make sure that bear doesn't get much closer to your encampment, but it doesn't appear to. Live and let live, I suppose. However, it is in the very... well, just after the crack of dawn, actually. Celedia wakes up and comes outside to join you. Oh, good morning, Kana. I felt like rising a bit early today. I seem full of energy. I suppose that the rest at Tessie's has really helped me. Well, and thanks to you, of course. Saito, roll a wisdom check.
Greetings. How do you feel now that you're up and about?
I feel great. I mean, look. She sort of pulls up her arms to sort of show you the scars, and they seem to be receding. In fact, I don't think I've ever felt better.
Whoa, I didn't even use my therapy on you last night. How wonderful.
You know, I didn't even realize how weak I felt until... Not that I have my strength back. I think soon enough I'll may even be able to help you all. And that's a thought that pleases me. Say, Kana, you have done so much for me. You've been there to help me recover. I want to know what I can help you with. What ails you? I know you've put on a stoic exterior, but I'm sure you have something. Something that you need done. I want to pay you back.
Well, I do have things to protect. You see, a friend is in the deep astral space, making her way home. Maybe we'll see her together if things go well.
Oh. A missing friend, then? I think I can help with that.
It's a bit of a long story rather. Wait, you can?
Well, my memories are hazy, but they are beginning to come back to me. I used to travel great distances. And across many different worlds. When I return to the peak of my power, I would love to help you. It would be my honor. He sort of reaches down and grabs your hand. Thank you, Kana. I promise you, I will help you find your friend.
Just, what are you anyways? I wonder.
She looks down at her hand and sort of balls it into a fist. You see just rising up above her collar, on the back of her neck, orangish brass scales crawl up her spine. I was once a creature of great power. This much I remember. This form I'm in is one I would take when I felt lonely. I would mingle amongst people of this land. And many others, for that matter. And it seems it has continued to serve that purpose, as in this form I've met you.
Well, to us, you're more than just brawn, or power. A friend is what we see in our eyes. Our strength grows exponentially as long as we can still trust each other.
He sort of grasps your hand tighter and just looks into your eyes. We shall do right by this world. In my past, I collected great fortunes. Great treasures. But I think I have found something greater. A treasure I do not wish to see damaged.
And I believe we'll soon see what our friendship bears fruit. I look forward to meeting Kunala with you. That's the name of the friend I seek. And I'm sure a friend to you as well.
We will find her. She raises your hand up and she kisses it before letting it go and heading back towards the tower. I can't believe Sato died.
I look to the horizon. And a glimmer of hope is in my eyes. We'll see her again. I say to myself. Also, where the fuck is the keg?
Oh, he's sleeping under the oak tree. You see that 4 he rolled? Yeah, he's not fucking awake. He came out here to take watch, as he does, and proceeded to fail spectacularly.
I look around to find him and carry him back to the tower.
And with that, you all arise.
Power on. Skynet activated.
What would y'all like to do?
Hey Piston, take care of this for me, will you? I toss the keg to him.
I grab him with one hand.
I like to think that you're like holding your arm out and he's just like slung over your arm.
Yes.
I'll go inside to see if Spring is awake so I can help with the food.
I'll nod.
Yes. We shall have a fine meal. Another fine day of travel. And you guys spend some time and cook up a nice breakfast for everyone.
Gosh dang, I was expecting this rain to let up at some point during the night, but I guess not.
It is in fact still raining. Though the fog that had rolled in the day prior is mostly dissipated.
That's good.
The wind has picked up off the coast a little bit, but very light.
Oh, really good breakfast today, Spring. Gotta tell you, every time I eat it, I feel like it just gets better.
Well, thank you. I could not have done it without the help of my sous chef. He gestures towards Skata. Though, I regret to inform you that I am not as good as the one who once traveled with us. But I aspire to be better.
You know, I always think that's a good thing to go for, you know? Yeah, gives you a challenge to sort of climb over, right?
Precisely. That is the greatest gift of life, is overcoming the challenges before us, growing as people.
I could not agree more, Mr. Spring.
He's sort of doing like a stance with like one foot on a chair and sort of like standing stoically.
He's doing the Captain Morgan fucking.
Yeah.
Well,
Anyway.
what's travel plans today? We going off-roading and going around the wispy woods?
Yeah. I believe the plan was to keep heading west and or east rather. I keep heading east and then north from there. You folks seem like you need to avoid Yandel, so.
God.
Yeah, what's up?
On me and Piston's travels down here, or Piston and Cam's travels, rather, do I know what's in the area? Like, around here? Because we also would not have gone through that city.
Yes, roll history with advantage on Cam.
Yes. Good. I'd rather it be on Cam. Okay. That is my investigation. It's history?
Yeah.
I don't have a plus in history, but I have a good intellect. 15 plus 3.
Alright, 18. So, long ago, you know, the Goblin tribes once waged against the other beast tribes of the land. Within the Hool Marshes, there are rather aggressive bands of Bullywug and Sharkmen. They're very territorial and not keen to do business.
I will relay
So
that.
around the surrounding plains, you don't know of any inhabitants necessarily.
Gotcha.
But you do know in the marshes that they are to be avoided.
Yeah, there's some guys kind of near the marsh, and they're very territorial, which is why I sort of was advocating for trying to stay as far away from that place. Because even if it doesn't look like marsh, and this is sort of same goblin mentality as if they think it's theirs, they're gonna make sure you're not on it anymore. And they don't like to talk.
I suppose another tidbit that you may know is that the Bullywug King resides within the Hool Marshes.
The Bullywug King.
I don't I never met a Bullywug King before, but if he is as territorial as the Sharkmen, probably ain't a great guy. We could try going through the wispy thicket. That would guarantee we wouldn't run into it. Though I don't really know what's in there. We didn't go through it.
Well, from what I understand, it's not particularly dangerous. Though going through the woods would slow us down. Going around might be faster.
Not be faster, but getting into a fight's gonna slow us down too.
Right you are. Ultimately, it's your guys' decision.
I'm just giving the info that I remember. We didn't run into them, but that's because we got back on the road a little bit sooner. We didn't have as big a party, so we didn't draw as much attention.
Well, I don't mean to speak for you all, but I think we could handle a couple bullywugs.
A couple? Sure. But if we're talking a place where the king of the Bollywogs are, I don't think it's gonna be a couple.
Yeah, fair enough.
Is it still raining?
It is, yes.
Say, anyone got spells to keep us dry in the rain? I
cast
can attempt
Fireball.
to try something, but I'm not sure of my abilities, knowing I'm mostly keen on fire magic.
Got
I
the cart,
could.
covered wagon.
Instant has this really cool spell he does called Lift Arm, and you just sort of sit under it, and you don't really get wet anymore.
I could
It's
use
a
my
second level
fabricate
spell.
spell. I could use my fabricate spell to make an umbrella.
You can make a couple umbrellas.
I could make 2 umbrellas.
I would like one.
I mean, I might be wrong, but isn't Fabricate kind of a high-level spell to make umbrellas with?
I can make a big umbrella.
And we have
That's
the roof
true,
of the
but
carriage.
for what? Yeah, it's like the carriage is already roofed.
For piston?
It's fine. He's waterproof.
Do you want an umbrella, buddy? Piston just shrugs.
Make it one of those fancy paper elven ones. Hey, I wanted a top seat on top of the carriage.
Okay. So I just look around for materials and I make an umbrella with fabricate.
Piston puts up his hands and gestures for 2.
I make 2. It should be more than enough. It's
Yeah, if you're just
Larger-
making it out of wood, you could just break off a branch off of that tree and fabricate that into a couple umbrellas.
You can make a leaf umbrella.
You could.
contained within a 10-foot cube or 8 connected 5-foot cubes. So yeah, I should have more than enough to make a couple of them.
Easily, yeah.
Here you go. 2 umbrellas.
Piston does a gentle bow and takes the umbrella.
Mind if I get one of those, Sylvia? I am not too keen on the rain.
Are we not going to be going on the cart?
Well, I was hoping to stretch my legs for a bit. I suppose I could borrow one of the other ones.
I mean, maybe you could sit on Piston's shoulder.
That'd be alright with Mr. Piston, but I wouldn't want to impose.
Piston hands spring the umbrella.
Most gracious. Kind of fun having the umbrella. Anyway, off we go.
I think it's funny because I'm assuming this umbrella is a bigger version of Kana's.
Yeah, it's a very
So
big
it looks
It is
umbrella.
comically
comedically
large
oversized.
on spring.
The radius is like twice the size of what Kata has.
Alright, Piston, you ready to go fast? I look at
I
him
nod
with like
yes.
crazy eyes. Wanna go
I look
fast?
at you with I look at you with the same expression I've always had. And nod yes.
Alright, what
I'm
about
changing
you?
robotic-
And then I ask Anatoly what his horse's name is.
Hold on, he needs to go to a horse name
I
generator.
do. I didn't name his horse.
His name
Name
is
it.
Horse.
Buttercup. Name it
Oh my god, there actually is a horse name. His name is
Is what?
Dill?
Delta.
Oh, okay.
Oh, what about you, Delta? You wanna go fast? No response? Okay.
Yes, Tardru, I want to go fast.
I
Wow.
talking.
Oh wow. Okay. I cast
Well,
Long Strider
I mean,
at level
It's
2.
out of my hands. He said he wants to go fast. I don't. It's just.
Sounded strangely like Anatoly. Anyways,
That's. I don't know. That was just a coincidence. We just similar voices.
Okay,
You
okay.
should be a ventriloquist. I fell for that. I thought the horse was talking for a minute.
You know, if Tanjiro hadn't ruined the magic, it would
All right, hit us with long strider. Or
All right.
And I'll double
hour
down the
travel.
long strider because it doesn't say anywhere a creature can only benefit from it once.
If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure all spells can't be stacked with the same spell. But if a
That is
spell has
correct.
the same effect but is a different spell, then it, like guidance and bless can stack, but you can't stack two guidances.
That is correct.
Damn
Yeah.
it.
But you can refresh it so that he doesn't have to waste another spell slot.
Yeah.
All right.
When
So,
time comes.
just for clarity, where exactly is your path here?
Well,
Are you
did
going
we
through
wanna
the
go?
woods or around?
Yeah, what do we want to do?
Going into the middle of the ocean?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one route. I don't think. I mean, Piston could do it. I don't know about y'all.
I think we're gonna do like this, like follow the thicket edge until we get like right here, and then run over here to this forest edge and follow this forest edge around to the road.
Getting mighty close to the hollow marsh.
I mean, there's a forest right here between it. That's why we like right here.
And it has such a pleasant name too.
The drowned forest.
Not like the Wispy Thicket. That place sounds nice.
And there's bears. Bears are cute.
Oops. Didn't mean to do
Bollywogs aren't.
that. Accidentally moved the star. There we go.
I mean, with this group, I feel like conflict goes with us no matter where we go, so
Yeah.
I'm down for anything.
Fine with that. Like bang bang or bang 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 bang. Bang 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 bang. We'll visit
All right.
Tarathiel again. Why not?
Yeah, you could. He's right outside Alex Terror.
What to do with Wallace Tree?
If anyone would know.
Oh, not to lessen the mood, but I forgot I could just control water this whole time. Hee. I'll do just use an umbrella ahem.
That's a big umbrella.
I mean, can you stop the rain from just falling on us if you did that?
For the duration of control water, yes, you could.
Pretty cool.
How long does that last?
An
10
hour?
minutes.
10
Oh.
minutes.
I think the umbrella's gonna be a
Yeah.
little bit more.
But it wouldn't look as cool.
That's true. It looked like Katara from that one episode where she just makes a water umbrella.
Yeah, stops the rain. But yeah, you totally could do that with control water.
Right? Imagine if I could boil said water with my fire.
You'd have hot water.
It's like what's his face from Mushoku Tensei?
It would
Boiling
be
his
epic
water.
hot water.
Epic hot water, not just hot water. All right, let's.
Like hot water.
Let's get going.
So you're going around. All right.
Yeah.
Yes, you're off.
All right. So, someone give me a survival check with advantage.
I'm behind the cart, so.
Does
no
Spring
else
have a
to-
good survival check?
What?
Ring
Make- You do it.
has decent survival, I think. Spring, where are your stats at?
Also, Cam's gonna chill in the cart with everyone instead of riding in Piston. She wants to hang
Yeah.
out with everyone.
Yeah, Spring has +6 to survival.
Yeah, that's
Spring,
plus
wait,
one more
but-
than me.
Why didn't we do that?
Go ahead, Spring. You know which path we should take?
I'm fairly good at navigating, so we shall give it a go. 19 +6.
Pretty good.
5. Alright, Spring has got you guys on the right track. Optimized route.
Optimize, super fast, We're ready to go.
So just skirting along the edge of the forest here actually lends you some advantages. The cover of the trees overhanging here prevents the ground from getting that wet, and thus the wheels of your cart don't get caught. Yeah, the occasional bump over tree roots is annoying, but overall, you're able to keep a very solid pace.
Neat.
Okay.
As we pass through the thicket, are there any more creatures to look out for?
Make a perception check for me.
15.
15. You look into the woods, and you do see many smaller woodland critters. Overall, the wispy thicket seems to be particularly peaceful. Other than the large bear you saw, which wasn't aggro, so even then. Most of the creatures you see here are fairly tame. Bit skittish, but nothing out of the ordinary.
Hey Anatoly, how come you weren't keen on the thicket? Seems like an ordinary forest to me.
Well, going through the woods with a cart isn't exactly the easiest thing to do. There's a fast track to getting it stuck.
But I bet it's fun. I give him a thumbs up.
Yeah, I don't know how many carts you've ever had to dislodge in your life, but it's not fun. Or fix the axle. Or the wheel. Or the canvas gets torn by a low-hanging... There's a lot of things that could have gone wrong.
Nothing like a little mending could help.
I suppose so. Hannah, seeing as you are looking out from the top there, you do see, in the distance,
A dragon.
out in the fields actually,
Wollywog.
a small, frog-like creature.
Oh.
Hey Spring, your friends are back.
Oh no, I'm not doing this again. Nope, 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 nope. That was enough embarrassment for a lifetime. I am not dealing with that.
I told you, they sort of wander out. This is like their territory too, not just the marsh.
Think you can deal with it, Anatoly?
Well, hopefully we won't have to, but I'm down for a good scrap.
If push comes to shove, a little training would help.
Alrighty.
Alright, how would you guys like to proceed?
We could travel at a slow pace, which I believe makes us harder to see? Or something. It helps with stealth.
Aren't we fast enough?
You guys are pretty fast, yes?
They're pretty fast.
To go past them?
Run them over. Oh, I don't know. Maybe we can go past them.
I mean, that's up to you to determine.
GTA 5 this. Run them over, collect the money that spawns off their corpses, and run.
Let's bail.
Alright. Oh. You guys move forward. And
If
definitely,
anything, I can just shoot them with an arrow so they can stop in their tracks.
well, they do notice you. A few more sort of like pop up after the one gets their attention. You can see
weird.
them reaching for short bows and drawing them.
Piston will get on the opposing side of the carriage where those things are. Trying peeled up.
A volley is launched at the carriage, but it falls short as these crudely made arrows land in the dirt around you.
I'll make minor illusion to make the sound of a very big alligator hissing come from behind them.
From
I
behind them.
help out with prestidigitation.
No, wait, no, I don't think I can reach from behind them, but I'll just make it very loud
Alright.
so they can hear it.
Roll intimidation.
And I use my int mod because I'm using magic.
Sure.
That's gonna be 13.
13. Alright. And with a hearty guttural growl, the bullywugs are spooked. They begin hopping away
Woo.
from the cart.
Nice.
Dude,
Oh,
yesterday when I
Thanks
was
for that, Sylvia.
talking with Wes about his character for CVT, because he picked Shadow Monk, he has minor illusion, and I was telling him, no, yeah, that's an amazing cantrip.
BRB, I gotta go to the bathroom real quick.
Okay.
Alright.
Minor illusion is just so useful, dude. So good. Such a good cantrip.
You see the bullywugs retreat further and further towards the Hool Marshes.
Well, that should keep him occupied until we are farther away.
Yep, they're just a bit of a nuisance.
I'll say, I am not a fan. Not one bit. So,
It's certainly
see him grabbing his pouch sort of tightly and holding it against his chest.
is better dealing with them than dealing with those big crocodiles from back then.
Oh, yes. Don't remind me. Almost lost a limb that day, don't you?
Don't
Yeah.
worry, I'm sure our great knight of Audax Terra could help himself.
But of course. I'm sure I would have been fine. I mean, it's just not like... I just, it's not really something I want to deal with. Right.
I'm back.
He sort of
What
sludges back into the cart.
Talking about the previous Wallywog attack. There's an alligator.
Oh. Is Spring going back in the cart?
Yeah.
Piston takes the umbrella from him.
Alright.
Remember when Tanju almost died? Good times.
Pepperidge Farms remembers.
I don't remember that, but I suppose that was before I was here, wasn't it?
I mean, which time, I guess.
Do I see anything else up ahead?
It looks like mostly clear plains ahead.
Full speed ahead.
I think we're good, Anatoly. Carry on.
Alright. Yeah. Go Delta. You have a name now. Alright, whoops. You guys teleport outward.
I was like,
Wrong
why are we
way.
heading that
Into
way?
the marsh.
Bad
You
Delta.
guys- He's gone rogue! As you guys make your way north, Kana, you notice Celedia lagging behind a little bit.
Hey, what's wrong?
Oh, nothing. I recall myself having more stamina than this, but just getting a bit tired is all. She falls to her knees. Oh, that's not good.
Do you want to get in the carriage? Are you alright?
You look upon her,
Mm-hmm.
and her skin begins to change.
Mm-hmm.
Celedia, what's wrong?
The scales that once just covered her back now begin to spread across her entire body.
Is that normal?
Everyone
It sort
stay
of
calm.
collapses to the ground now, holding her stomach as she sort of like curls up. Ah! You see burst from her back 2 large wings.
I walk towards her. And go on my knees. It's okay, I'm here for you, breathe.
Oh, the scene change? Oh boy.
Where's Solidia?
Oh boy. Oh.
She then begins to grow in size. As her body morphs, shifts, twists, contorts, and expands into a large worm.
Piston is gonna pull Kana back.
I'm casting mage armor just to be safe.
She stumbles backwards. And is now struggling to stand up. Her heavy form hitting the ground before you.
Miss Lydia?
What? She looks upon herself. Yes. I remember now. I remember.
Piston not drawing, but putting his hand on his hammer. And just staring her down.
She begins to right herself. Her heavy footsteps pulling her neck up. She stretches outwards, her wings unfurl. It has been so long. My power. She opens her eyes and looks upon you. I remember everything. My strength. My anger. You see her claws tighten as they drag along the ground, breaking into it. You can see
Celedia,
now.
Can you hear me? It's me, Kana.
I need you to roll a charisma check, Neko.
"14.
He looks up into the sky, staring into the swirling clouds above her. The rain still falling. Her eyes stare with intent, but as you call out to her, her head arcs down and looks towards you. Hana. She takes a step forward. Yes. I do remember you. But from where? She cocks her head and looks in deep in thought. I remember the wizard. The wizard must die. Salazar! Where is Salazar?
Where was it he was saying he was
I
going
helped
again?
healed you as we went on our journey together. Our plea together was to end that wizard together. We are unsure.
He cannot hide from me. Her wings unfurl and she begins to rise into the air. Her eyes look crazed, unfocused, and filled with rage. He will perish! As she flies her wings down, a huge gust of wind hits you all. Make dex saves.
Oh boy.
Actually, strength saves.
Strength.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh. That's even better for me! That's
Aye.
a 17 plus 8, so I stand my ground.
That's an
Alright.
11.
That's a nat 1. -1.
Oh boy.
The gust of wind pushes all but Piston to the ground. Actually, what, Kana?
I
What did
got
you
a 10.
Got a 10? You as well, Kana.
Oh, 21 for the keg.
21 for the keg, alright. Keg and Piston stand their ground against the gust of wind as the wings flap and she begins to ascend into the air.
Wait, can't we do this as a team? You weren't able to stop him last time. Come back.
She doesn't appear to be listening.
As she flies away, I want to try make a loud minor illusion of my and Kana's voices, like in one, just yelling out, "We are your friends," or no, "You are our friend. You don't need to do this alone.
Remember, I'm your master.
Remember, I'm your master."
Remember, I'm your master.
Sorry, Saito.
Sorry, it's just so funny.
Just screaming out, "We're your friends. You don't have to do this alone."
Make a charisma check.
Just straight up charisma.
Persuasion.
Okay.
I help her.
Nat 20.
Alright.
Well, never mind.
As she rises up, your voice booms. You see, she briefly snaps out of her craze and looks down upon you, still hovering within the air, wings flapping. Yes. Yes. I do remember. You were there. All of you. But why? The nightmares. From him. Yeah. But you... Kana. You were the voice. The one that helped me. You can see her, puzzled, wrestling with thoughts.
I want to cast life transference. Maybe
Okay.
this on her. Maybe the feeling of, because every time Kena had been healing her with flame therapy, I was also aiding with life transference. Maybe that feeling will help her remember.
I can't believe ye pulled a Saito.
Wasn't it just healing?
Yeah, life transference is healing.
Just a second.
I take away my HP to heal someone else.
Alright, roll for that.
You don't need to roll anything. It's just I rolled my damage and that's it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
Roll your damage die.
4.
What was that?
16, 21. I take 21 and heal 42.
Alright. As you sap your own energy, it travels through your arm and then out and envelops her. This feeling. She lands back down on the ground. Yes. She looks back upon the whole group. You all are my friends. But why do I not remember you? What has happened to me?
It's probably that wizard
Speak.
Salazar's magic.
Yes. Yes, the wizard.
Don't worry, we'll track him
Again.
down together and take him down.
Indeed, we shall. He will suffer. He has stolen from me a great many things. My treasure. He has stolen my treasure. Is at this moment that her eyes fall upon you, Piston. Upon your hammer.
Have never broken gaze with her.
My treasure.
I grip the hammer.
She steps forward. Yeah. Her arm. She reaches towards you, Piston. What do you do?
I meet her step, and I will pull the hammer back.
That hammer. Give it to me.
I mean,
Piston,
we
let her hold it. Please.
You begin to see the craze and anger re-enter her expression. She now is fixated on this weapon.
Piston slowly nods no to you, Kana. This is not.
Must have it. What a fine addition to my collection. See, now her voice quivers.
I mean, we didn't take it from you. We got this from somewhere else.
You can see within her chest begins to expand.
Uh-oh.
Heat begins to emanate from her. I must have that. She takes another step forward.
I'm going to cast prestidigitation on her back, making it feel like a massage chair, like the ones we had at the public house. Trying to make her remember that we are not.
Yep, roll persuasion.
Okay, that's dirty 20. Gotta grab that. Go expert of persuasion.
Alright.
I will also try to cast calm emotions on her as she does that.
Oh, is there a save for that?
It's a wisdom save, but she can choose to fail it.
She is resisting it.
Okay.
The roll is 15.
Anna, you reach out to her. You place your hand against her arm. Your tattoos light up. And as the heat wells in her chest, you see now a liquid pours from her mouth and begins sparking. She reels back. And as your tattoos light up,
Get out of the way.
oh. Well, you know what? She already cast it, so. As you push Kana out of the way, onto the ground, you can see the magic which you released from your arm into her. Swirls up her body and into her head. The heat begins to die down. As
Oh,
she
I thought you
calms herself.
failed. I thought she was about to fucking blow fire at us.
Nah, I was just paying attention. I was just building suspense.
You freaked me out!
She steps back, shaking her head. That's away. Put it away.
Piston puts it away.
What is... Come over me. She takes off and begins to fly away.
Hmm?
She flies off, due north, towards the mountains. Northwest, actually, to be specific.
Hey, Piston. Why does she want your hammer so bad?
Piston just keeps watching her fly off.
Sylvia takes a knee and begins holding her chest.
Hannah, you watch as she flies off into the distance. A tears streaming down her face as she does so.
Celedia, we want to stop him, before he hurts you ever again. When we first saw you, you were so beat up, and I believe we can work together to bring him down once and for all. We want to stop him as much as you do. For our friend Bendozu. And for you to have closure, to find Kunala. Please think of us.
That was sending?
No.
Okay.
It was delayed typing.
I slam my face in the ground and tear up.
It'll be alright, Kana. I think now that she's regained her thoughts or her memories, it's just her anger for, I guess, Salazar is overwhelming. So once we are able to, stop that weirdo, maybe it'll knock some sense back into her.
I don't want her to get hurt again. I wanted us to stop him together. As a team. Damn it.
Rain continues to fall.
If ever comes a time when we know where Salazar is and we want to take him on, we have a way to inform her, and maybe she would, come to our aid.
Maybe. I just hope our words go through her this time.
Well, if you mention him, I'm sure anything would get through to her. Seems to be having a one-track mind at the moment. Maybe two-track, considering this hammer, whatever that was about.
Yes, I must say I'm rather intrigued what her fixation was. Mr. Piston, where did you find that hammer?
Cam's gonna pop out of his chest, and walk out towards Spring. We found it up in the mountains, north of where y'all live, or I guess northeast. It's where I used to live with the goblins. The Black Talon clan. Yeah, they have dragons up there, and well, he didn't find it. I did. I stole it from him.
See, he sort of. Well, he reaches for it. Do you allow him to?
Piston does not.
He does not.
He
All right.
takes his bag.
And Spring sort of recoils. Yes, I understand.
I think maybe a lot just sort of happened right now, and
Yes, you're right. I'll take a moment.
yeah, maybe in a minute. All right. Well, that was scary.
Yep. Pretty scary. Dragons are pretty large. Maybe we should
Piston is.
sorry, go ahead.
Maybe we should what? No, you can say what you're gonna say. Maybe we should what?
Maybe we should just try to get a move on, is all I was gonna say.
Yeah. Maybe that'd be pretty good. Piston's going to walk over towards Kana. And he is going to bow his head down and place it towards the ground in like a sign of apology.
I look up from where I am and stare at the metal man. I bow back, and hop on top of the carriage.
He gets back up. I'll go towards the carriage.
You're just there, sort of twiddling his thumbs.
Cam's gonna hop up next to Spring and get in the cart too.
I'm gonna sit next to Kana and just stay there, hugging Kyrian.
Well, come on, Delta, old girl.
With no words left, I look to Piston, give him a thumbs up, and resume looking into the horizon. With no sign of wanting to keep watch, Moriso daydreaming.
Piston will keep watch now.
All right.
Damn, Hamsley, throwing that at us?
Yeah. No.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
You all spend a couple more hours traveling, but the day comes to a close.
Let's get up the tower.
Yeah, should we try to get closer to the tree line before doing that, or do you think being out in the open like this is safe?
Well, there is no signs of civilization nearby. And we're pretty far away from the main road.
And we got a tower, so you know that should keep us safe. It locks, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it sounds sounds good to me. You know, anywhere is good.
I like to think this conversation is happening just like occasionally looking over at Kata and then returning to the conversation.
Is it awkward?
I'll look for a nice little hill where I can set up the tower.
Plains here are particularly flat, and the ground here isn't very stable either. Being so close to the marshes, this is very wet land, very spongy.
Tower's gonna sink in like 3 feet when we wake up.
That's fine, we'll go out a window.
We'll just look for a good place where to place the tower.
Roll survival.
$17.
He said 17.
Oh, sorry. I don't know how I missed that. All right. You're able to find a fairly stable area. It's actually a large set of rocks here that you're going to use as your foundation to get yourself elevated off of the spongy, wet earth. Do you have any particular look for the tower this time, or same old pink tower?
Just a little bit less saturated.
All right. And so you do.
Yeah,
And you have a tower.
and we have a tower.
And we
Who would
go
like to
in.
take first watch?
But before we do that,
Or you do.
Cam would like to talk to everyone inside of the tower. Piston being in the garage, I'm assuming.
Yeah, sounds good.
She just like to sort of talk to everyone away from Piston.
If you'd like to be safe, I can do this. And I spawn a Guardian of Fate behind the tower. This will last 8 hours. So we'll be good for the night.
Oh, I wasn't worried about that. I just I'm new, Piston's new. I guess I just wanted to maybe apologize for him on his behalf since he can't talk. I hope we didn't, or he didn't step out of line with anything he did. I think he was just trying to do what he thought was maybe best. Even if maybe that wasn't the best option.
It's alright. I shouldn't have been too harsh on him.
I think he just, because I was in there when I heard you ask him to give it to him. She seemed a little not herself. I think maybe he was concerned that would only feed into it if he did. I mean, I don't know if that was the right call, but I'm sorry that she flew away and whatnot. And I just hope we didn't do anything to cause that.
I guess I just didn't want to lose another friend, even if it felt risky.
Well, that was all I wanted to say. I'm sorry to eat up your time.
I think that dragon is just a little lost. So this would have probably happened whether he give the hammer or not.
Alright.
I can't say I know that man too well, but he seems like a right prick. So whatever he did to her wasn't anything good.
And
I'm certainly
Really-
sad that she left, but at least it did not end with any of us spilling the blood of the other.
I couldn't agree more. I was...
No need to apologize. As long as Celedia and us see eye to eye.
That's true. I mean, she did say she recognized us, which was great. But it seems like maybe the two forms of her don't really... Maybe they don't share the same memories? Or something? Or maybe it's his magic, something that he did. Because she seemed like an entirely different person.
Real quick, is anyone keeping watch?
Well, this has happened for the watch.
Yeah, I'll get back to the other room. You guys can
I
have
guess
that.
I'll keep
and-
watch again.
I'll propose to Cam. Well, maybe we need. It'd be better to do something in the meanwhile. Do you want me to show you some of my magic? See if you get another spark of inspiration?
Sure. I'm always down to study and see new magics. Anything that can. I'm trying to understand it better. So yeah, someone who actually uses it would be kind of nice to learn from.
Okay. So I guess I'll do that throughout our watch. I'd say second watch.
Sure.
All right, who's taking first?
Ido said me.
Oh,
Oh.
sorry, I didn't have Discord open. There we go.
I'll
Sato.
go third.
Yeah, Sato, you
Because
can go
whatever.
first.
Nate also said he wanted to take first. So
All right,
I'll
Sato.
take the first. The Rogue Boys.
All right, the Rogue
If we
Boys.
see her again, we should try and see what spell bounds her to Salazar's grip. But all we can do is trust that she'll be safe.
Well,
Rogue
we'll
Boy
be
and
sure to
Agent
do
of
whatever we
Chaos.
can to help.
Yep.
All right, so give me perception checks, Rogue Boys.
And the Agent of Chaos. I rolled 19. Plus a 0.
Yes, you as well. That
yes,
is
Sato, you.
you as well, Sato. $18, geez Louise, alright. The rain still has yet to let up. As you guys sit in the interior of the tower, just looking out the window. In the distance you see movement. A small creature. Medium, actually. Now that I check. Yeah, medium. It moves across the plains and looks upon the tower. Its eyes fixated on you. You can almost swear you make eye contact on you.
Is it bipedal?
No. It runs on all fours. After looking, it turns its head and dashes away from the tower.
Hmm. Does Saito see that? He asked.
Yes, you do. You both rolled high enough to see that.
Whatever.
Probably just a bigger kabuki.
Yeah, just a big hero.
Hero sort of hops out onto the windowsill in front of you and like puffs up his chest. And if nothing else,
I have nothing.
then you're good. Your watch ends without incident. Unless Sato, you'd like to say something or do something.
I try again.
Oh, I see. Roll a wisdom check. Throughout the evening there, Tanju, you see the keg sort of taking a bit of a meditative stance, trying to sort of focus his energy focus his emotions,
Mhm.
and get whatever has been troubling him, at least in regards to his psychic powers, somewhat under control.
14.
And he is finding some decent focus. I think. Nope. Alright, Sato, you're gonna need a little more. Alright. And with that, your watch comes to an end.
Why are you saying oof? You succeeded.
Yeah, 14's not bad. Who's taking second?
Me and
Me
Cam.
and Sylvia.
Oh, right. Anywhere in particular you guys would like to be, or just inside the
Well,
tower?
in the living room area, I guess,
Mm-hmm.
or the garage, so that Piston can also be there.
We can be in the dining room area. We can build a pillow fort in there. All right, how does this magic stuff work?
Well, I take out my spell book full of spells that are spells.
And that's it.
That's very descriptive.
Sorry, my brain farted for a second. Well, I begin showing prestidigitation because it's like the simplest magic spell that there is, the
Mhm.
simplest formula. And I begin to tell Cam about how the wielding of magic works and the manipulation of the magic within.
All right. Well, that's how you cast spells, but how do you put them into stuff?
Well, I know a little bit about how you make a spell scroll, which is very similar to how I put the spells into my book. And I've seen a couple of magically enchanted weapons, and then there was the keys over at that tea house. From all of this information, Hemsley, can I see a way where I can, or give myself an idea of how to enchant items?
You could certainly try. Give me an
Do I
Arcana
roll?
check with disadvantage.
That's 210, so 21.
21. Alright. You ponder about the nature of inscribing magic upon items and objects to store and then later release. Do you have... Let me check your spells. You don't exactly have a good starting point here, not with only the knowledge you have, but inspecting the magic items that you currently have in your possession, you begin to sort of build an intuition of how you bind a spell, not just to, say, a spell scroll, but or your spell book, but to a object itself. The inscriptions are different between the two.
Another idea if I were to say examine Piston's hammer as well?
Oh yeah. I mean, it's very clearly magic.
Yep. I ask, do you think we can go talk to Piston? I think I'm onto something.
Yeah, sure. Why? Yeah, we can go do that. I mean, I don't really think he ever sleeps, but I think he goes in like a rest mode. I'm sure he'll be fine.
Okay, I go over to the workshop. Hey, Piston. No, go
I
ahead.
was
Go
just
ahead.
gonna wake him up, but you can wake him up.
Oh. Hey, Piston.
My head stopped rotating, and I look.
Do you think I can see your hammer real quick? I just want to compare notes, and I take out my wand.
He will go into his bag and pull out the hammer and show it to you.
I want to examine the hammer.
All right, make an Arcana check.
27.
Alrighty then. So the magic inscriptions on this are ancient. These do not look like the modern magical forms. What languages do you know there, Sylvia?
Celestial, common, deep speech, and undercommon.
If it helps, I know Goblin. If that's a language that's on here.
Its forms are not of that which you understand. However, in your studies, you have encountered the Draconic language before. And although you can identify these markings as Draconic in nature, you can't decipher them because of said lack of knowledge. You don't understand the language.
Okay, it's alright. I'm gonna go wake up Tanju.
Is that a good idea? I don't wake him up. It's gonna bother him.
No, it's alright. I know Tanju. He's my best friend. He'll help me out.
Oh, ain't that sweet?
Tanju, you gotta wake up, please!
They hit the Pentagon!
What happened?
Hey, Tanju, can you come and help me out with something?
It's just you. What do you need help with?
There's some languages that I need you to decipher for me.
Oh. Sure.
Thank you. And I bring him to the hammer.
Okay, you see a bunch of magic script in a language you don't understand.
I guess I'll cast Comprehend Language.
Alright.
Let's see here.
What does the keg know Draconic?
Why does the keg know Draconic?
You know that? Does the keg even know that he knows Draconic?
Does he know? I don't think we know the keg knows
He
Draconic.
said he forgot.
Let me look at his thing. I didn't even know he knew Draconic.
Yeah, I didn't know either.
Oh,
But
I don't think anyone on the team knows, so we wouldn't even know to go to him for it.
Yeah.
So Tanju, inscribed upon the great hammer, you see the words "the dragon's wrath" written in Draconic.
It says the dragon's wrath written in Draconic.
Well, that seems a bit extreme for a little hammer.
Maybe this has something to do with why Lydia seemed kind of angry around the hammer. I don't know.
He seemed really fixated. Like really fixated.
That really all there is to it?
Don't know.
Funny
Okay.
side note, I'm currently wearing your winter clothes that you gave me, by the way.
I'll cast Identify on the hammer.
They're Cam's new PJs.
All right. So as you dig deeper into the incantation, you find a weapon with dormant draconic energy. It naturally calls to those with draconic forms and siphons their power into itself. Also, whenever you roll a d20 on attack roll with this weapon, each creature of your choice within 5 feet takes 5 damage at the type of the dragon's breath weapon.
Thank you, God.
But the additional incantation is that it draws itself to dragons and siphons their power away from them.
I inform the people present of that.
So this thing's kind of like catnip for dragons.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
Does catnip drain powers of cats? I'll look towards the
I don't
sleeping
know,
spring.
Echo.
But cats love it.
All I can say is that it certainly was good that you did not give this to Miss Lydia.
Piston nods his head yes.
So, how does all of this correlate to enchanting weaponry? I ponder a little bit more.
Well, you have some better examples of such enchanted artifacts, but without a proper resource of knowledge here, it's unlikely that you will be able to come up with these methods on your own, as it takes many great mages hundreds of years of research to create such artifacts.
Yeah, but as the greatest mage, I can do this in one action. So I'm going to grab my hammer because I have a hammer. It's not a war hammer or anything. It's just a regular hammer. And then I'm going to try and replicate the feeling, the magical feeling of the hammer that Piston has onto it, but at a lesser degree.
Okay. Roll Arcana at disadvantage.
Yeah, 22.
22. All right.
God bless expertise.
You hold the hammer out in front of you, in 2 hands, and attempt to imbue it with magical power. You focus your energy on it. But you don't necessarily feel anything. Seems that's not quite how enchanting weapons work.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna need some help on this.
I mean, do you guys have a library at Audax Terra by chance, or?
I don't think so. But
Not yet.
there is Mr. Silas, right? It was Silas, right? The apprentice of Mendoza?
Eyeless.
Alice, right.
Mhm.
Sorry, I lost all my notes. There's
Who's-
Mr. Eyeless. I
who's
think
he?
he's a friend. A friend of one of my magic masters. I would
Well.
rather ask him directly, but he passed away shortly before we met you.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear about Eyeless.
No, my master. Alice should be at Audax Terra.
Gotcha.
Once we get
Well-
there, I'll ask him.
Yeah, I mean, any help with this would be great. I feel like if we can figure out or learn a little bit more about enchanting stuff, maybe that'll at least. I mean, like maybe it'll help me at least sort of figure out how to fix Piston's little magic part about him.
I'll look at Piston.
Piston looks at you.
Yeah. Hopefully, sooner than later, we can get you all fixed up.
He nods, yes.
Oh,
And
you're
put-
just sitting in the corner of the room, just half awake.
Alright.
Yeah, sorry, Tanju. I'm sorry that you got dragged in. Is this the second time we've done this to you?
I've lost count.
Well,
Thank you, Tanju. I say as I hug him.
and thank you for the new PJs. They're great.
Mm-hmm.
You can go back to bed now.
Alright. I fall asleep.
That's the corner of the room.
I get up and go to bed.
There you go. Ugh, I almost forgot we actually have a watch to do.
Yeah.
We do that.
As you say that, Taju, you crawl your way back into bed. And as you get yourself all nice and snuggled up in the warm bed, the tower disappears.
What?
A wall of fire erupts between everyone except Sylvia and Piston and Cam are on one side, everyone else is on the other.
That's not normal.
What?
There's fire around. Oh god.
Oh, shit.
Everyone who is up on the upper floor now falls to the ground. And you are rudely awakened by an impact on the ground. A wall of fire standing across the field. Sylvia, you look around in a panic. And out into the field, you see a wolf standing, staring upon you all. And arising from the surrounding brush, you see a tiefling, fire engulfing her hands. A lizard man with 2 swords and cuts all over his body.
Oh no.
A
this
dwarven
is-
caster, book open, ready to fight. And standing amongst the middle of them, a man clad in full plate armor, bearing the crest of House Vermilion.
Oh, shit.
Uh,
And that's
Oh,
where
no.
we'll leave it for today.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
What? You
Fucking
can't
Christ.
do that? Why can't we fight? Let us fight!
uh,
This is a certified oh no moment.
This is a
ye-
certified oh no moment. Wait, come on, come on.
we haven't even got a long rest yet, have we? Oh no.
Nope.
Uh-oh.
I mean,
Just me.
what do you need? What do you need the long rest for? We haven't fought
That's
or
true.
anything.
You didn't do anything the day before, so you should be fine.
I thought didn't I cast Longstrider and then I did
Well, yes,
Um,
so you wouldn't get those back.
yeah. So I casted Longstrider 2nd level and then I used Mage Armor and then I also used
Nothing.
Comprehend
Wait,
Language.
when did you use?
Oh wait,
Yeah,
use
it's
Comprehend
a
Comprehend
Language.
Language.
ritual.
Oh, the dragon.
Comprehend languages is a ritual.
Oh, that's true.
So it doesn't
Unless you
take-
didn't cast it as a ritual, that's up to you.
I don't think
guess.
he has it. I don't think he has it prepared. I think he only has it as ritual casting.
I mean I have it. Yeah, I guess. As ritual, so
Also, even if the furniture left, wouldn't I still be able to float in the air anyways?
Not at that height, no.
Also, it wasn't a 2-story. It was horizontal.
They still fall to the ground. I didn't
I mean-
make him take damage or anything like that.
Okay.
Point is, you're on wet, muddy ground now instead of a nice warm bed. As the tower got dispelled.
Oh
Wow.
no.
A lot of
What if
events
we sit there
happened.
for a little bit longer? I want combat. I haven't had combat in like 2 sessions.
Damn, this episode was so fucking hype.
It was.
It takes us so long to get
I
to our
feel like-
destinations.
I feel like we did it again. I don't know if Hamsley had planned for the lady encounter to go. I'm gonna say it. I think that encounter went well.
It did. It went much better than it was supposed to.
I mean, we could have been fighting a dragon.
I think we were supposed to be fighting a dragon, but calm emotions comes in clutch.
You are correct about that.
I don't necessarily know if we should have been, but it was an option.
That's where I mean, I'll just full transparency. That's where I was trying to take it, but
Yeah. I wasn't giving her that hammer.
I know you weren't.
No. Would have been bad news bears if I did that.
Thankfully, we did absolutely everything in our power to make sure to have it go the opposite way.
I'm sorry I shoved your character, Neko. I genuinely thought she was about to breathe fucking fire down on us.
I
Nat, it's all
paused
good.
there.
Everyone has that moment.
I paused there because I was genuinely considering having calm emotions not go off because you knocked her out of the way. But
I thought it didn't. I thought it didn't work. I was like 15. I mean, yeah. I was like, oh, I don't know if that's gonna work.
rolled a 2 on her save, and I'm just gonna have to eat that.
Wow. I thought I was
That
about
was
to
a
have a
real like
dream or
rolled a
something.
2. I'm just like, oh man.
Oh man.
Dang it, that does work. So yeah, I'm just gonna. Yep. I'm
It's
just gonna
funny
eat that.
because
It-
I
That's
don't
the
know.
second time Neko does something that will probably benefit us greatly later down the road. First with
You're
Bendoza,
fucking
and now with
welcome.
Solidia.
I
Dude, calm
didn't
emotions
I
is
didn't
the
want to
low.
fight her.
I know you guys didn't want to fight her, and that's why I wanted you to fight her.
She's a fight.
And it knows
Yeah,
that
but
we wanted to.
now you throw combat at us, and I want to fight it, and you're not letting me. You're making me wait.
Because we don't have time for this combat. This is gonna be a combat.
We don't have time. We could just play till 12 at night. It's fine.
Also, I would like Saturn to be here for it.
I wonder how long the magic from the wishing well lasted. Imagine if that was permanent and I got rid of Nate's speed boost.
You
Oh
did.
my god. It's okay. I covered it up with wood. No one will ever use it again.
Could have had a permanent. Yi could have had, or Sylvia could have had permanent exhaustion. Would have been perfect.
I don't think it was permanent purely because holy crap, would it have been annoying if you had to talk that fast for the rest of the campaign.
I could have trained myself to talk slow.
I
I was just talking at my
could've
normal speed and it
trained.
just appeared fast. So now if I
could have done
yeah, I thought I was gonna have a
Honestly,
dream.
I didn't even think Dispel Magic would work that well. I just gave it a shot.
that. I didn't think it was gonna work on the exhaustion one. That's
Yeah,
what
I
he
also
thought
was
he
like,
did.
that's not gonna work on me.
No, I mean both were. It was the same. Well, not the same, but similar magic on both of them. So
So can you give us full disclosure? What would have happened if I had rolled a 99?
99 was a wish spell.
Oh my god, we could have had one of that! Motherfucker!
Here, actually, you're never going back to that well again. So here's the table.
Yay.
I hate myself.
Could have released Jinx.
Come on, I'm here. We know you're here, Saito, but you're not. You're in Belgium.
I'd love to see Poppy play 4 characters.
Yeah, we need Jinx and Guava back, so Poppy plays 4 characters. You guys better all be here next week, so we can't miss the session. Or I'm gonna
Oh
lose my
yeah.
mind.
Speaking of that, do you
God
guys
damn.
think we can start like an hour later? Because you guys moved ahead 1 hour in time. I didn't.
Sure.
Yeah, that's fine for me.
I don't think
The only
Saito can
thing
move
I
an
have
hour
going
later,
on-
but up to him. Saito was asking me to move
I'm
an
pretty
hour
sure
earlier. Oh, okay.
I can. I thought that this time was starting to become really rough for you. If we moved it an hour later, it would be even later
No,
into
Oh,
because
right.
because
anything
no, no,
from
no,
below.
because he's not in your guys' time zone. He's not in daylights. So moving it
No,
an hour later just would make it the same.
no, he wanted us to play earlier because it was so late over there for him.
Yeah, but we were starting to play at 2 p.m. my time, and today we start playing at 1 p.m. my time because you guys moved ahead 1 hour, and he hasn't moved ahead 1 hour.
That makes zero sense to me, but okay.
Saito
zones.
doesn't have daylight savings, so it didn't change.
Where the character gains a +2 to their choice of an ability score. That's pretty good.
Maybe we
Yeah,
should
and
have
up
done
to a
that thing.
maximum of 20. I could have had a +6 to intelligence.
I like how all of these are good except for the 0.
Yep.
So I rolled for myself before Piston plugged up that well, and I got a 75.
Which would have been
Double your hit
temporary.
points until the next long rest.
I mean, you could have thrown it down. Before he did that, he said, no, you shouldn't do that. And then you're like, yeah, okay. You could have just thrown it down if you didn't want to. I didn't know it was good. All I saw was one example of something that was alright, and then something that
And
was
literally
really
the
bad.
one that's bad.
Wait,
Yeah.
the character hears
They're
the
all
word.
good.
The character hears the word nice. The characters and their party levels up. What the heck? Why didn't someone roll at 69? God. That'd have been perfect. I rolled a 62. It's pretty close. Actually, honestly, I dropped my dice on the floor, so I re-rolled it. The first roll was like a 72, but I dropped my percentile, so I re-rolled it, and it was a 60 instead. So I could have had more temporary hit points until they are spent. Wow, that's pretty good.
So would that mean double my hit points?
Yeah, I mean, temporary hit points can't be healed. But it would basically be like you have a buffer that's equal to your maximum hit points of temporary hit points.
Until they are spent, so that's pretty good.
Yep.
I would have gotten 156 health. Damn it.
I mean, we can always just go back. We can always double back after we kill these guys.
I should have put all my cash in there.
That's called gambling.
Also, you can only do it once per character, but
Another great day of D&D.
Also, I wouldn't want to go back after Hemsley showed us the rolls.
Yeah. I can't go back now. It'd be too weird. Also,
Dude, you can't even do them anyway.
Well, yeah, but
Man, I wish Wobble was still with us because he would have heat metal and could have just microwaved that motherfucker.
Which guy? The guy with the swords? Or
the fucking guy with the plate armor?
I like how we're trying so hard to avoid Yandel, and then we run into no one related to Yee's family, like right here in the wilderness.
almost like he doesn't have that amulet on him to protect him
Yeah.
from divination magic or something.
Yep.
But we also talked
Also-
about this. We were like, that's way better than fucking demons chasing us everywhere.
Nate, the creature you saw was the wolf that was with their party.
Oh, how did he? How did?
He was
Right.
scouting you.
Let's see.
Feels scouted, man.
I wonder if they even know that Sylvia's with us. I mean, they have to.
Well, they
Yes.
see her because
They're
she's
going
with
pretty
us.
hard.
Yeah, I wonder how they knew just from the wolf
And it's-
spotting me.
They probably know who she's traveling with at this point.
That's not good. Well, looks like we're having to fight them first. Let's go to Yendel. We're raising siege. Alright, I'm gonna end the stream. Bye bye. Ed, Groundbold, Vicarus, whoever's watching.
Shoutouts to Ed.
Shout out to Ed!
Always shout out Ed.
Shoutouts to Wicca.
Shout out to Wicca, our newest member.